Dave. Hello everybody and welcome to Encounter Roleplay. My name is Will and today we are back and it's another episode of the jolly old romp that is the Horror on the Orient Express, which is basically a big old trip around Europe, a fun-filled adventure with shenanigans and mischief along the way and a little bit of eldritch horror to boot. Couple of flayings, couple of disembowelments along the way, you know, like a usual trip around France. So let's go around the cast and crew and remind ourselves of who we are and who we're playing as we return to, episode 6 of the episode 5 of the second series of Horror on the Orient Express. We have Mr. Redundant UK back with us today, reprising his role as Harvey. How's it going, Redundant?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Not too
Good.
bad. I'm aching a bit, but
oh, no.
Yeah, not too bad. As you said, I'm playing Harvey Hiddleston, a young aristocratic person with a credit rating of 90.
Oh, yes.
So I'm rolling in the dosh.
Jurassic Park. Yeah.
Yes, and basically kind of running away at this present moment. You know, I thought the idea of opening a sarcophagus that was mystical, plaguey kind of thing was a bad idea, so decided to leave. Maybe that's why, you know, those decisions like that, my sanity is still one of the highest in the party.
Yeah.
We'll find out, I'm sure.
For now, yes. I took note of your high sanity score last week, and I've set to destroying it. Fantastic. We've got Greg back today, reprising his role as Pat. How you doing, Greg?
Oh, I'm doing well, man. I have a bit of a cold from my exploits at Disney. I'm looking forward to hearing this week since I couldn't hear it all last week, but had a blast with these guys. I'll never miss a ride on the train. And I play Herb Pat Patterson, and currently Evelyn and I are standing cod deep in icy fog, talking to a dead person in a sarcophagus. What could possibly go wrong?
Absolutely. We've got Lindy back today, reprising her role as Nancy.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing, Lindy?
I'm doing spiffy awake in here. So, two very good things.
Yes.
I'll be playing Nancy McDrew this week as she and Harvey, you know, calmly peruse the gift shop. Because, hell no, I wasn't sitting there opening that coffin with Pat Neville. So, you know, she's just going to be like looking at postcards and stuff.
Fantastic. Yes, that's going to happen. And of course, we have Haley back today, reprising her role as Evelyn. How's it going, Haley?
It's going. I'm a little offended, guys. Must be a team, and you're just all running away. there could be only good things that come from this, right? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
But I am Evelyn, who just the loveliest, craziest person at this moment. She's just losing her absolute mind. Yep.
Absolute fucking mind. Yeah, that's about right. And she's decided to open some crypts today.
No, so she didn't. Harvey wouldn't let her. So she poked the bear, and now Pat opened it. So
yeah. Don't poke the bear. That's what we've learned. So yeah, let's remind ourselves of what happened last week on the show. And of course, you can use the recaps on the website if you haven't yet done so, or catch up on YouTube as well if you actually want to go back and watch last week's shenanigans. Welcome, Vladimir's first live tabletop game. We are honoured. So, let's read a recap. So, searching for the Sedefkar simulacrum, an item of great power hunted for by Christians and Turkish cultists alike, the investigators find themselves in Trieste, 1923. It became clear to the group that another piece of the simulacrum was in Trieste, and they contacted a local cult, Leloigor. A leader of this cult, an ancient abomination known as Ifakwa rather, told them that the investigators would have to kill the Turkish cultists in their territory in exchange for the simulacrum. Hunting for more clues, Evelyn and Pat unearthed the tomb of a long-dead noble. So that is where we are starting off today. We're in a museum, basically, and at the end of this museum there's an old Roman temple. Inside the Roman temple, there is a sarcophagus of one Johann Winkelmann, and this Johann is related to this medallion whom this Ifakwa creature and the Loigor cult want in exchange for the simulacrum. They have the simulacrum, and they said, you know what? We'll give you the simulacrum. We don't even want it, man. We want that medallion, and you guys are going to be the ones to get it for us. So, you opened the tomb last week and some cold ice poured out and you heard a voice from inside, which is never a good sign when you're opening tombs. Never a good sign. So, if you ever open a tomb and you hear a voice, run. Just fucking go for it, because it's not going to be good. So before we dive into today's game, you guys know how to interact with the show, or if you're new, then maybe you don't. The first of which is, if you haven't followed, hit that follow button and join us. When we hit 20 followers, you guys get to decide something which happens next in our game. And of course, if you haven't checked out the tweets, here it is, 20 retweets and another viewer decision. And of course, if you haven't checked out our Kickstarter for Breath of Gore, D&D 5e, and Pathfinder module, you can find it here on Kickstarter. Alright, so let's dive back into the game, and let's start off with... Yeah, we have to start off with Pat and Evelyn, don't we, really? It's the only way. So, you two. You two. Oh, goody, I've been looking forward to this. Yes, you two are inside the little Roman temple, and you've just decided to push off the sarcophagus lid, and this kind of white, cold, misty ice poured out and kind of covered you guys, which is freezing cold. And at the same time, you heard the voice of a man who seemed to be very confused. After a moment's pause, after he says, "Who's there? What? Who's there?" Nope.
I've utterly changed my mind. Because I'm not persuasive either, and so me and Pat both aren't talking people. So no matter what we say, it's gonna be worse.
You're like, Harvey!
Nancy, help!
Mr. Winkleman?
Oh, who's there?
Mr. Winkleman?
How'd you know my name?
Do you know where you are, Mr. Winkleman?
No, where am I?
I've got some good news and some bad news.
Why can't I see?
Evelyn, I don't know how to break this to you, Mr. Winkleman, but it appears that you are dead.
What? No. What do you mean? I'm not dead.
We got some dots to help connect, and maybe you can help us too.
So from where we are right now, we just opened it. Can we see inside the...
You can, you have to, peer over to see. What you see is darkness from the point that you guys are. Because I imagine there's, a healthy, step back after you heard that voice. So there's, darkness inside, and you'd have to kind of look over to see who is inside.
You were having some problems with suspected cult members, weren't you, Mr. Winkleman?
Well, I don't know if I should be talking to you about that. I can't even see you.
I know, Mr. Winkleman, this is a tough pill to swallow. They were looking for some type of medallion. Does that ring a bell?
Medallion, yes, it's of utmost importance. I must get it to safety. Is it safe?
We don't know where it is, Mr. Winkleman. We're trying to help, but you're the last person we could come to, and we hate to tell you that you're dead, and
can't be dead. Yeah.
I wish it were another way, my friend.
Prove it to me. Come here. Let me reach up and touch your face, then I will know. Let me see you.
Let me ask you a question, Mr. Winkleman. Can you touch your own face at this particular juncture? You can't.
Can you move?
You don't know. What's
sure.
the last thing you remember, Johan?
I remember cold. Yes, the cold. It's terribly cold.
It's still pretty chilly around you.
The creature, it had given me the winter touch, the chills. I went to hit the medallion, but I'm going to try and get up.
Okay, I'm going to step back.
Yep. Yep.
So, you step back and you hear this kind of creaking sound of bones, bone on bone, and as the head of Johann Winkleman appears over the top of the sarcophagus, you guys can roll me a sanity check as you see this man. Yes.
It's just a corpse, though, right?
At first, it would seem as though it is just a corpse, yes. And then upon closer inspection, it would seem that there's some things that have gone rather wrong with Johann's body. It would appear as though he has, how do I put this kindly, extra appendages, extra bones that have been warped and twisted and changed to fit his form. His chest looks like it's been caved in on itself by huge pressure. His arms are twisted, distended, and longer, similar to that of the creature Iphicor that you saw before. He doesn't have quite human arms. It's more apish in that his torso is much shorter and his arms are much longer. His skull is eyeless and leering out towards you, and the stench of death and decay washes over you guys, and the same icy coldness emanates from his breath, and it seems as though somehow this creature is breathing. Thanks so much to Trainsy for the host as well. Thank you, brother.
It was nice knowing you guys, by the way.
Osteroni and cheese.
But other than that, it's just a regular old corpse.
But other than that, it's like totally normal. Man. Okay, so did you succeed upon your sanity check, Haley?
What do you think?
Oh, good. And it's a success. A success from Pat. He actually manages to make it. It's impressive.
It is. I'm sorry.
It's just...
You can watch me collapse to the floor and start like having a panic attack.
You
What's your idea?
lose one sanity point.
That's
There you go. Ain't
not
bad.
Sorry, cool.
bad.
That's as good as it gets.
That's only a 13th of your sanity.
I know.
Oh my
I
god,
know
you have
it's gonna be
13
bad.
sanity?
She has
Yes.
12. She has 12 now.
A 12 now.
You gotta be on laudanum from here on out.
One life.
For fucking ever. Absolutely, yeah. So, so you guys see him, and he kind of like cracks his bones and looks towards you. Tries to look down at himself, but it's just blackness. Have I been blinded?
You have no eyes currently.
The creature must have taken them from me and then placed me here. How long have I been asleep?
What year is it?
What year is it? 1923. And you know the date that this guy came from. You worked it out last time.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
I didn't have my notes last week, so I am useless, and I couldn't hear. So.
Hey, Nancy! What year did you die? I thought I wrote it down.
Oh boy.
I think
It's been years.
Lindy cracked
It's been
it, right?
a while.
I did crack it. I cracked that code.
I cracked
You
that
got
code, but
standing
now
back
I've
for it.
forgotten it.
It was 1768.
Oh, I did write that down. It's literally right there.
Big circle around it.
I should circle it.
155 years.
a lot of years. Yeah. So Evelyn, you know, you're a librarian. You remember these things. How long have I been asleep in there?
Over 150 years.
What?
It's been a while.
100? Must be mad, woman.
It's 1923, Johann. 1923.
If a skeleton could look confused without any form of muscles or eyes, he would. He kind of like tilts his head. But how? This isn't possible. The creature.
Johann, let's focus on things that maybe we can ground ourselves here.
He doesn't have the medallion, does he? The creature doesn't have the medallion.
No, does not. You did it. You kept it safe. For 150 years it's been safe, but Johann, they're getting close. That's why we're here. We need you to tell us. We don't even know what happens if these guys get a hold of this medallion. We've just been led to believe it's bad news.
Creature. The creature Ifigwai. It is a being. A greater, older one. It's not from this planet, not from our realm. And he goes into a bit of a insane sort of rant and says, if the creature could gain a medallion, which is the source of its power, I stole it from the creature, you see. I stole it from the Loigor. I was going to say a few weeks ago, but if it has been years, and it seems as though the place I hid it has done well, then in that case I should not tell you anything. In case.
I would agree with that normally, but you've been out of the loop for a while, Johann. They're close. And there's a lot of other things going on now, too, that are diverting their attention. And, or it's prompting their hands to really find the medallion, and they've doubled their efforts.
Well...
If you will not allow us to act in your stead, then you need to get it.
If the creature were to regain the source of its power, the medallion, it could spread the cold across vast leagues, countries even. It may seem benevolent, it seems that way, it twists the mind, appears to care. I almost was brought in by its story as well, of compassion and caring for its followers, but it is not. It is insane, mad, gibbering. And he like stifles himself as like one of his bones like cracks and it must not be allowed. The medallion, it must not be allowed. The medallion.
Johann, what do you want to do here, buddy?
We must hide the medallion from it, or you must take it away from this place, as I could not.
You need to tell us where it's at for us to do that.
Yes, I suppose I do. He looks a little nervous about doing that. Tell me about yourselves first. I know you not from anyone. You could be working for them, for all I know.
Wouldn't that be something?
Once
me
upon
ask
a
you-
time when a daddy and a mommy love each other, baby.
They create a cult.
Johann, let's shift gears for a second. They're looking for something, or they have something called a simulacrum. Does that ring any bells with you?
Sedefkar's simulacrum. That is a text I know of. But, I know not that they have it. They have a great deal of artifacts, though. The cult Leloigo have been collecting them for thousands of years.
Let me ask you another question. In your time, 150 years back, where would they have kept such things?
In their caves. The
Is that
caves
where you stole the medallion?
That's where I stole a medallion from, the caverns at Postumia.
Huh. You know how to get back in there? I'm assuming you snuck in.
I did, yes. Well, I pretended to be one of their order, almost ordained myself in the final process to infiltrate their ranks, and then I stole the medallion, but I hid it in the last place that they would expect to look. But they must not find it.
They haven't. You did. You was a hell of a hiding spot, Johan. Tell us how to get in there. I think we might be able to distract him while you get the medallion.
He kind of like tilts his head. How did you know I hid it in there?
I didn't until you just said that, Johan. I was saying that we were going to sneak in there and steal some other stuff and distract them while you went wherever you were going to go to get the medallion.
Oh, well, the caverns it is. Yes, I secreted it away there in a dark, deep hole where they would never find it. The last place they would think to look, inside their very own caverns, where they hide the rest of their artifacts. They are too arrogant to think that they could have overlooked such a thing. They think that I must have hidden it elsewhere in the city, in other locations, temples and the like, but I have not. I have outwitted them, and it has been 150 years, and Johann Welkerman has still outwitted them. They must not get the medallion.
Agreed. Evelyn?
Yep. Oh.
Help.
So
Help.
we are going to go get that and find a better hiding spot. And while we do that, I don't think it's a very wise idea for somebody that is only bones to be going around the city. So you should probably get back into your sarcophagus.
No. But
Please?
if I am truly these bones that I feel on my skeleton, then put something over me, a shawl. I must venture forth.
Johan, I have an idea.
Yes?
You're more than what you were. I think that whatever the winter touch did to you, it made you stronger. This might be why you're still around, Johan. I don't think your work's done yet. I think it, and you stop me if you think I'm wrong, but you hit it. You did that. It might be time for you to end this cult.
If I thought the creature could be destroyed, I would.
Not the creature. His minions. He can't do shit without them.
Perhaps we can delay the inevitable. Yes,
I like the sound of that.
I must venture forth. I will retrieve the medallion and then I will take it across foreign lands, and they will never find me.
Johan, with all due respect, you ain't gonna get very fucking far looking like a pile of bones.
Then you will take it, and you will hide the medallion. Keep it with
What are
you.
we gonna do here, though? We can't get in there. I'm looking at you right now, Johan, and you are packed tight and shit strong with power. I say you go in the goddamn front door. We'll get the medallion. We'll secret as far as we can. And if you can gut punch these sumbitches, you'll give us a head start.
I want to whisper to him, like, you just saw his bone just crack, right? Like,
Yes, I did. And this is called I am blowing smoke up this guy's skeletal asshole. So let's just.
He's he says then yes, perhaps I can distract them for a time whilst you find the medallion. It's in the western pools of the caverns of Postumia. Now, back when I was there, they used to have a front. It wasn't clearly cult activity going on there. They'd have tours and the like. Do such things still run?
We'll definitely find out.
Then that can be the easy way for us to get inside the caverns. You see, most of the caverns are harmless, are not the cult's grounds, but the deeper, the western caverns, where they don't let anyone go, that is where the Loigor hide.
Roger that, but, Johan, again, you're traversing the city and joining a tour group to go into a cavern is not really something that's currently in your wheelhouse. You look like shit, my friend, and it's it's going to be tough for you to move around freely.
Fine then. You must find a way to get me inside.
Okay, you hang out here.
I shall wait here and explore for a while.
That sounds horrifying. I will.
Just stay in the temple. Don't leave the temple.
Yeah. If you can stay in this room, you won't risk discovery. And the longer we can keep your existence a secret, Johan, this is a huge boon in our favor. You know, they don't know you're coming. You have been gone for 150 years. This is the end-all, be-all of sneak attacks.
Yes, we have the element of surprise. I will remain unseen.
Sounds good. I'll be back with a cart or carriage of some kind to transport you.
Good.
You can trust me, or my name isn't Harvey Hiddleston.
Yes, we must not let them get the medallion.
We're
I'm
with
gonna be
you.
glaring at you. I'm not like he can see it anyway.
All right.
So I just had a really funny idea. You could be like Star Wars, where you carry it's Chewbacca and he's carrying C-3PO in pieces in his backpack.
I love it.
Pile his bones all together in a backpack, just and then put them back together.
That's a great idea, Evelyn.
All right, so you guys want to go back to meet the rest of the crew?
Yeah, we'll catch up to the cowards.
So you'll find these two outside. Harvey and Nancy are outside.
Oh, Harvey, what do you think about this postcard? I think it's about time you wrote to you know who.
I suppose. It's just that I don't want to trail back, you see.
I kind of agree. Well, just, we'll write it in like that code that we kind of came up with.
Okay.
She'll know it's from you. We'll sign it like Pat Patterson or something.
Do you think there's a good bottle of wine I could send as well around here?
We can look. That'd be
Yes.
great.
Yes, I think that would be a good idea, yes.
Hey, it's been like 10 minutes now. I don't think they're coming back.
Should we continue with... Oh, hello!
Oh, hey!
How did it go? You look fairly in one piece.
It went better than expected.
What happened?
So, Johan isn't as dead as we all originally thought. So there's that. He is a lovely talking skeleton of cold and bones and ice and just, yeah.
Oh.
That doesn't surprise me anymore.
The good news out of all of this is we know where the medallion is.
Oh, well, that's
Good.
good. We didn't have to kill a bunch of Turks.
Yes.
Had, however.
We also know where the set of car simulacrum is.
Oh,
if they're-
fantastic.
If they're, well, yeah, we figured this all out, Harvey, while you guys were picking out fucking postcards, whatever you're doing. If we can go there, if they're still, this cult's still hiding it in the same place they hid the medallion, good old Frozen Johan told us how to get in there and where to look.
So where is it?
We're still gonna have to kill some people though, Harvey, so it's not like...
He hid the medallion right under their noses. It's actually in the caverns. It's in their base.
They're
Oh,
both basically in the same
The tour
spot.
guide.
Yeah,
The abominable snowman thing that they were
Aye,
talking about.
with the tours.
with the
Yeah.
tours. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, we go on the tour and we go, oh, hey, look, we found your medallion.
I don't believe it would be on the tour per se, but the tour goes through the area.
Semantics.
And,
I
on
mean-
the
And
right
to
to
your,
see the-
yes.
We shed rumors to end the world. Okay, so we know where the simulacrum is. We just need a map of the caverns to know where the hell we're going. And we sneak in, we grab the simulacrum, get out, and then pop on Nancy's friend's train to the next location.
Aye, we should probably check with him to see how progress is going to make sure we've got an escape route.
Is there a like a
A dog?
Yes, there is.
Oh, good.
I think he's done. Is there a building in which, like, the tour guides start or something? Like, there's a building that you can go get information from, kind of like.
There is probably, you don't know, right? But you'd have to go to the caverns, and most likely there'll be like a buy your tickets here building, right?
Oh, visitors.
So it's not like an in-town place. It's like, hey, yeah, we got these attractions in our lovely town. You can go here. Here's a map of all these
It's
places.
possible you haven't visited a tourist center.
Is there a tourist center?
We could get.
I
We can
mean-
find a map of the caverns in like the library or the public works building or
Oh, that's
something
true
like that.
too.
Do you really want me to fail more library?
More
I'll
life.
help you look this way,
Evelyn, in our defense, we don't expect you to succeed anymore, so it's not letting us down.
Okay.
This is 2 more sanity.
Okay, so the plan is to go to the library to find out if there's some like maps of the
Like,
caverns we can get.
And the visitor center, just to kind of see, visitor center on the way to the library, kind of see what we can pick up from the 2 spots.
Okay.
Should we stop by the hotel and see if a shit ton of guns and bullets were delivered?
It's just like a crate, like they give at the army, and it's just like
Packed.
ammo or Pat for Pat with love.
with love, yeah.
It's like Christmas.
All right, so people going different places, or we're going to the same place?
I'm quite happy to go to the library to search for a map of the caverns. I think that would be good. I don't think a tourist location will have the tunnels we want.
But we could compare at least to see
I
what's
mean,
on the map or off the map.
I agree. I think we should still go to the tourist location, like to get the map that they show, but a more detailed one would be a bit better.
I agree.
I mean, if you want, you two can go to the tourist location. Me and you can go to the library. And...
Nope.
Go to the tourist center on my own? Fuck no, you don't know what's going on there.
No one goes to the tourist center on their own. That's absurd. No. Is
Okay.
it on the way to the library?
I feel
Sure,
like we
sure.
make everything on the
Right.
way. Everything's just a straight line. over
Everything
what
is
we
a
do.
straight line. It's a one-stop shop.
All right.
All right.
Center library. Let's go.
All right, tourist center first of all. So you drive up to, you roll up, I guess, to the tourist center. There, it's this pleasant-looking building. People coming in and out, obvious tourists and the like, who are after the delights of Trieste. Or perhaps they sell a lot of the stuff off being a little bit like a budget Venice, really. So that's how they do a lot of their trade here. There are like tons of pamphlets and leaflets in the windows. And if you go inside, there are lots of people in there, and you can, if you're looking around, find a pamphlet for the caverns at Postumia. It talks about the rich history of Postumia, which has a fantastic, ancestry of these caves where people used to live inside of them until Trieste was eventually formed. So it's all like touristy bullshit basically. But you can go on tours. There's guided tours at 1, 2, and 3 every day except a Sunday, and you can see the price of admission is reasonable. There's like a woman at the desk if you wanted to ask her more about this. She might know more. She says, "Can I help you with something?" Immediate
sure.
distrust.
Yes. We're interested. We're traveling together, and we're very interested in exploring these caverns that we've read in this pamphlet. I was wondering how much it would cost, and the location and how to get there. Is there a bus? Is there a taxi? Do we have to make our own way out there?
Oh, yes. You can get a taxi, or there is a bus that goes up to there. But there's one in about 10 minutes' time, so you'll have to be quick. Other than that, it's taxi, I'm afraid. Postumia is a bit out of the way.
Yes. Well, I don't know if we'll be doing the one in 10 minutes, so I think it'll be taxi for us. What can you tell me about the caverns? I mean, how much does it cost to go in? How long is the tour?
Oh, the tour lasts for 30 to 45 minutes, I think, depending on how many questions you have for the guide. It is quite dark inside, of course, so everyone is given a light which they can use, because at times it gets quite dark, and you are allowed to explore areas for a couple of minutes, I believe. Certain caverns that they let you go in. It's quite exciting. Bring some equipment for your feet, some I believe we call them welly boots in English, because it is wet on the ground and sometimes wet above as well, dripping water and the like. So it is not for the faint of heart, but for the explorers and the adventurers amongst the tourists, and it is an excellent little romp through some history of the best.
It sounds right up our alley. We're a ragged band of adventurers that just love to explore.
I can see that. Yes. So yes, you look like you have seen a few things, my friends.
Yes.
You're like twitching and gibbering in the corner, like
rocking in the corner.
I've seen things. Oh yes.
Open up hat and tip his hat.
Well, you should know as well that it is known as the most haunted site in all of Trieste, and she shows you to some like ghost tours that they do. Now, if you go at night, first one is at 8 p.m. for if the kiddies are coming. The later ones, which are a bit more adult, starts at 10, and then there's one at midnight as well. And these are telling ghost stories, basically. You go around the caverns and you see all the spooky ghosts and the skeletons that jump out at you and whatnot.
That sounds, possibly right up our alley with the skeletons.
Yes.
Yes.
That sounds wonderful.
I don't have the sanity to go on this tour.
Just close your eyes, Evelyn. It'll be fine.
Just follow Harvey. Just have like the back of his shirt. Just close my eyes and follow.
Pushes Evelyn over the edge. A plastic skeleton.
Give you a heart attack and just die there.
Oh well, thank you very much. That sounds wonderful. Thank you.
You're most
Thank
welcome. Most welcome.
Take this information and we'll discuss it. I think those ghost tours are right up our alley.
All right, then. So on to the library next. Oh, do you want to ask more questions?
She happened to have like a map or like a tour guide, kind of like pamphlet.
Oh yeah.
For the
Of the caverns.
Yeah. She doesn't have like a so she'll say, I don't have an actual map of the caverns themselves. I have like the leaflet, but I'm fairly sure you can buy them at the booking office when you get to Postumia.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
Oh, I don't want to buy a pamphlet.
I don't have the sanity to buy that pamphlet.
So why would I want to buy a pamphlet?
Oh, it is. It is the book. It is the.
Okay.
How do you say?
It's like, if I get, why would I buy one if you can get one for free right here?
It has the history, stories, and the artwork, and the pictures, and the like inside of it. English.
I'm sorry, Will.
No, it is fine. It is fine. It sometimes the English they do not understand, or the Americans as well. They are
I take offense to that.
Fancy just nods understanding.
Behold your horses there. Okay. Let's go to the library now.
She gets out a tentacled hand
Before
from
I'm
under.
full of myself.
Oh, and if you're going to the caverns, make sure that you keep your eyes peeled. You never know what could be inside.
For what?
Oh, the ghosts and worse.
Have you been on the tour?
Oh, you could say that.
Okay, so
I don't like that.
out of curiosity, because I'm a great ghost hunter. Like it just gets me all excited and stuff. What is like the spookiest thing you've seen in the caverns there, or like what part of the tour?
I'm afraid that would be telling, wouldn't it? Now it has to be experienced. These things.
Will, does this person have 2 fully functioning arms?
She does. Would you like to change that?
No, that's just the cult has that weird
Yeah, the
arm thing. So
She.
Wasn't it a man?
just checking.
Oh yeah, but there are other people in a cult. You can't be a one guy cult. Yeah, she appears to have both her arms functioning. She has her hands out.
Thank you for the information. Have a great day.
Oh yes, you have a better night.
I don't like that, but okay.
I think we should shoot her. I'm catching librarian vibes off of her.
A little bit. It's okay. We should get some snow boots on the way to the library. So
Yeah,
She
she had way too much general information for me.
she's yeah. She knows too much. So all right. So on to the library next.
Can we pick up some boots on the way to the library?
Yeah, sure. Oh,
Can
you
we
want?
stop by and see if I got a delivery?
You want my booties, do you? Oh yes. Yeah. You can pick up some boots, some welly boots along the way. And you want to stop off at your hotel before you go to the library?
Just for a second.
Yeah. So Pat.
Patterson got a package today.
Yes. There's one carton of ammunition. Yes. There is a what's going on there? Yeah. There. Well, you find yourself a little bit at unease, I suppose, because you see that your door is unlocked when you go to your hotel room.
Oh boy.
Pat.
Yeah. Is the hall clear? I mean, is there anybody walking around?
The hall seems clear.
Okay. I'm gonna everybody get away in case there's somebody swinging. Christ, Evelyn will jump out of building if we did see that. I'm gonna pull out both guns and slow open the door and see what's in here.
Yeah. At first, it appears to be empty, and as you swing open the door, it does that classic creak that you feared it might. These doors definitely need more lubrication, and you see that there is a huge crate in the middle of your bed, wooden and packed, and it looks military. It's got that same kind of like military stamps on it.
Can I open it?
Yeah, you can. So you crack open the crate, and inside you see what appear to be like fully manufactured guns. First of all, so you have there are some machine guns, there are some pistols, there's some shotguns, kind of different layers. You crack open different parts of this crate, and there seems to be a manufactured bullet, and next to it, in a nice little like sealed packet, some blood. And they come together, and they're like made in a machine. And there are a lot of these. There's probably several like clips of ammo, and it seems like these guys have been producing blood bullets, which can destroy through armor. And all of this is like really neatly packed together. Or it's like very well organized. It has your name like stamped on the top, and it's been left in your room.
You know what we should have asked for as well? Laudanum.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Is
We can just be drugged out of our minds the rest of the
can-
season.
Let's not be greedy.
Pat, is that a gun in your pocket, or are you pleased to see the crate?
It's a 44, Harv.
I'm having a 44, if you know what I mean.
I gotta fan the hammer real quick, guys. Hold on a second.
Please leave the room.
Right. Okay, Will, I am going to take one of these bullets and I am going to check it for like any type. I'll flip one to Evelyn. Check this for like rune. No, I flip one to everybody. Everybody check these and make sure they don't have any type of like runes or symbols or some type of like weird mystic shit on them. And then I want to actually crack open one of the bullets and make sure that it is actually milled and manufactured correctly, and it's rock and roll ammo.
Yeah, it seems to be, kosher. You can't see any sort of runes on it. You crack it open and it's what you would expect to see. It seems like these are of like a particularly high caliber in terms of production quality rather than actual bullet caliber.
Okay, despite all of these beautiful guns, is there anything in here that looks like a scroll or a book? Because I asked for that protective magic as well, and they said that they were going to send it, but I didn't know if...
You can crack open the kind of bottom of the case, and there's something there on the bottom, and it's kind of cold and dry, and you pull it out and you realize it's a scroll, but it looks like it's been made from skin, most likely human skin, and this looks like to be some kind of scroll that you might be after.
Okay. Evelyn, you can't read this.
I mean, technically I can.
You can, but you can't because you will be dead. I just take it with us. We don't have time for this shit right now, but
if you give me some drugs, it'll be good. I'll read everything.
We have 1 dose of laudanum left. I will give it to you. I'm still a little high anyway, but yeah, I'll give it to you.
How long are you high for?
I'm high. I just saw a bunch of guns. I'm super high.
Who needs laudanum?
Right. I just keep picturing this. Okay. I mean, we got like machine guns and I mean, these. Listen, man, these cultists came through. At this point, I'm not real sure who to kill.
So wait. So what do we? So we need to retrieve the medallion for them, don't we? That's what they say.
Yeah, but you know, what's his nut? Winkle Dick said.
Winkle Dick. Let that carried over.
Oh, wait a minute. Out of character here. Evelyn, we never told them what Winkleman said about this medallion. Well, you know what? My idea here is we'll get this medallion, we'll hand it off, we'll get the set of car simulacrum and be on our way on Berto's train. Savvy?
Okay.
That's why I said, and then there's Pat earlier, because I was expecting you to tell him this.
Yeah, why did you do that?
Another thing that you agreed to, because you keep agreeing to things. You're just like, yeah, sure, we'll do that. Yeah, you know what? We'll do that too. And it's like, you're saying yes to people who are like opposing.
I am sorry that I am an expert negotiator. This is the way shit goes.
You were such a yes man. You're like, yeah, we got you. Yeah, you give me this in return. Yeah, I got you.
Look at all the information we received. In a negotiation to gain information, I'm going to tell this cat anything.
I swear to God, if you destroy another town, I'm going to throw you off
Do
the
you
train.
even like Trist? This place looks like shit. It's got 2 cults running around in it. It's got some type of bone, man.
Pat,
I mean,
you can't just destroy every town you go through. This is not okay.
watch me.
Yes.
Listen, man, we got to get to Constantinople. I'll burn that fucker to the ground too if it means stopping this. I don't care. What do you? I mean, you can go back to the tourism board then and sign up, Evelyn. Jesus, I mean, this is
the feeling that this like end of the world thing that we're trying to stop isn't actually like a god. It's Pat. It's just this is his journey leading to that final point. It's all been prophesized.
They didn't even need the simulacrum. It's just Pat that's going to destroy the world.
Yeah, that's a big
Fiddle
secret.
just sitting in his chair.
Right?
He's just like, yes, yes.
Is there a
to his
pump
will.
action shotgun though? Is there any gun we want there within
Yeah, within
a
reason.
reasonable time limit? Okay, well I'm just going to load up a pump action shotgun.
Hey, what's a good gun that you know I can conceal easily?
Handgun?
In her
Well,
trousers.
Apparently, you can get a bazooka up your dress. So I mean, anything smaller than that is fine.
I like to think that she has Mary Poppins' purse and she just shoves things in it because she has like a head in there. She's got 2 pieces of the simulacrum, or
No,
the
I have
head
the
and the other
arm.
arm.
I've got the arm and a gun up my skirt, and then I got the head and a bottle of whiskey.
arm.
She has an arm.
Can you imagine her going through security check? What have you got up there?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Yeah, that's true.
I like that she'll shove an arm up there, but she wouldn't put the head up there. That she put in her purse.
no.
That's too far.
Right.
Right.
And imagine walking around with just an arm, like a statue of an arm up there, versus the statue of a head up there. You know?
Yeah.
And you
That's
just
not
waddle.
supposed to be like-
All right, so you guys are going to arm yourselves.
I'm
It's
assuming these bullets will fit my guns too, right? Well,
yeah.
because I'm not flipping out my gun. Okay.
You got to send them back.
Oh, listen, man. I'm taking a
There's a
machine gun
recall.
too. Machine gun.
She got-
Okay.
What's a small gun for Ellen to have?
Machine gun.
A pistol.
Pretty
I would
pistol
reckon.
handgun, yeah.
we'll give her one of those clip-fed, like it's probably like a 1911. Like give her,
Yeah.
some blood bullets. I mean, this is like the montage Schwarzenegger, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal cut scene. Like
Yeah.
dum
Dum.
boom, clack, clack,
Dum dum.
I was thinking
Dum,
of
dum. Yeah.
Hot Fuzz earlier.
Yeah, Hot
when you
Fuzz,
first
yeah.
saw the guns, he just like has them everywhere. That's what I was thinking.
I like
I'm
that.
just keeping I'm taking a machine gun and keeping my other 2 guns, and I get to. Now, Will, I know you're not going to tell me this legit, but I'm going to keep a separate tab on my bullets that I've made and the bullets that we have.
Okay.
Because you've been trying to get me to lose my bullets for a long time, and now all of a sudden you give me a bunch of bullets.
Enough.
Yeah,
be honest.
I'm
I think
trustworthy.
Will's given up.
I'm absolutely trustworthy.
We know
But-
they'll at least kill Turks.
Yeah, according to my expert opinion, as a fighter and a soldier, these bullets look legit, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're pretty sure if you'd shoot a man of us, he would die.
Okay. Good enough. Thank you.
All right.
Notice
don't
he
really
said
have a
a
shotgun.
van.
I am
Like-
no
Yeah.
man.
We have a double barrel, but if he has something that has more of a chance, I'm not sure when the pump action came into vogue, but there's a
I
whole-
know they had like pump action shotguns anyway.
Yeah, that was World War One. Yeah, they had
Yeah,
like
they
the
had
trench
trench
gun.
guns, so-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they were called, trench guns. Yeah,
Yeah,
but they were quite bulky when they huge.
we stalled off the stock of the double barreled, so you'll probably have to do the same with the trench.
Yeah,
gun.
you can do
And
that.
then break your ribs.
All right, as long as I can conceal it rather comfortably, I'm good. If not, I'll stick with the double barrel sawn off.
Okay, so you guys arm yourselves. To where are you headed next?
How many
gotta
bullets
go.
do
Oh,
I
we haven't
have?
gone to the library yet. Pat.
No, that's why we armed ourselves, because we're going.
So go to the library.
What
Yeah.
happened the last time we went to a library?
Right. You got hit on, and then some guy stole our watch, and then he chased us down, and I had to kill him. And you
Technically,
had to
that was
shoot him.
2 libraries ago because we haven't been to a library since then.
Well, we have a 50% chance of it
It's a
being fucked
50%
up. So.
It's already a coin toss. Okay, so you head to the library. Do you want to just take a look around? There is a head librarian there, and I think did you meet with her before? Yes, I think you did.
Yes.
That lady who helped direct you to those books before. So she's there if you wanted to speak with her.
Evelyn, do your thing.
I'm gonna, before I like do anything, I'm gonna turn to Nancy and I'm gonna look her straight in the eyes and say, "Don't drink anything."
No, I'm only drinking what I brought with me.
Okay,
My purse.
I'm gonna go to the librarian. I'm gonna look at Nancy one more time, and then I'm gonna look at the librarian. I'm gonna ask, or say, like, "Hi again. So we need your help again. We are looking for a map, actually. I was wondering if you could assist us in finding that.
What kind of map?
A map of the caverns that they do the tours for.
Uh,
Probably, like an entire.
Postumia.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Let us take a look. So she will direct you to the map section, and I should be able to show this to you guys. And I'll bring it up and
Wow,
Was
there
it-
actually is a map. I was not expecting that.
for the viewers.
It's
Yeah.
for the viewers. It's not for us.
No. No, I mean I'm bringing it up on OBS for you guys. There you go.
Oh, yes.
So this is Grotto di Postumia. Or Grotte, I
It's
guess,
a
I
lot
don't know.
bigger than I expected.
Yep.
So
Dems your grottos.
So did this skeleton thing say which part of
The
the
Western
grotto?
Poles.
Western pools.
Alright. Lake or river. So that's be looking for a dark section.
There's
In the
quite a lot.
western side.
I would think it would be one of the tinier areas, not like the river, but just one of the little pools of.
Aye.
I mean, there is a bit that juts out with an underground spring that goes to a lake, just on the
Mhm.
eastern side. So maybe that. We're gonna get wet either
Oh
way.
yeah.
We're going to get very wet.
Maybe we need to go back to the store and just.
We bought boots. I don't know if we need anything else.
You buy snow boots or water boots?
We bought the boots that were recommended for the tour to not get our feet wet.
Okay.
hopefully.
Yeah, you got a pair of welly boots, basically.
Yes, well, I'm definitely changing out of this suit anyway.
Okay.
Trying to think if I've had cold weather clothes.
Where's the entrance to this place? Where's the entrance?
I think it's at the bottom left.
Yeah,
Oh,
your
it's
bottom
like-
left, you could potentially enter from the top.
Okay.
So we know at least
Right,
it's on the
but-
left-hand side.
Okay.
So
So
that's west.
comparing it to the path that the tour takes, does it follow go towards the direction we need, or would we need to
You,
I'm assuming the tour take the right path because it's the least wet with the amount of lakes.
I
Probably
bet
makes
the
sense.
tour is the little dotted line right here that goes
the
through
footpath? Yeah,
this area.
it's so many dots, so hard to read.
Well, it is up.
yeah,
There's a trolley path, and then there's a little footpath that
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
goes around some of the lakes to the left. So we could technically just follow along with the tour, and then once they hit the lakes and start walking, we could part ways and
Well,
go
it
down
won't
the
be.
caverns.
It won't be hard to separate ourselves from the group. I don't.
Especially if
think.
they said that they let you look around anyway.
Yes, so that'll
Turn
be the,
our lights off and go off to the off-limit areas.
Yes, the worrying part is getting lost. But if we have the map, we should be fine.
I
You have a great navigator in your group.
can we make like a copy of this map?
yeah.
Like
Ow.
sketch it out.
Okay. Is that what you were looking for? Is there anything else?
Do we need anything else?
Hmm.
Maybe more wet weather clothing, but that's about it. Not here.
The library.
The
Do
library.
you have discount on?
No.
do
Take
you
my
have
coupon.
coupons?
Yeah. If you spend an hour in a library, yeah. No, she says, oh, there is a little place off the road if you need to get that.
Ooh.
So you're
Perfect.
saying it's on the way?
Everything's on the way.
Well,
No time for a coffee. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we should check on the Berto and see how the train.
What time is it?
at this point, it's about 4 p.m.
Okay, so they did say the night stuff starts at 8.
Yes.
Want to go?
8 for the children's tour, midnight for like the adult night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the night one started at 8.
Yeah.
Did we want to be there during the night ones?
Let's not go during the children's tour.
Did we want to
Yeah.
go during the night ones?
Well, yeah, I mean, sure, why not?
Well, my thought was, out of character, we should probably, if you're gonna smuggle a skeleton in it, you better do it on the creepy tour. But Nancy has no idea, so she's just
We're
like,
smuggling
hey,
this- Yeah, I haven't got a clue.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, we were
that.
supposed to take him with us. Pat, are we actually doing that?
I
You're
wasn't
the
paying
one.
attention.
You're the one.
What are we doing? We going to the? Yeah, let's go.
let's go.
Is there a sarcophagus to open? Yeah, sure.
So, Evelyn, are you going to bringing the skeleton with you to the rest of the group? Because at this point, you know that
Well,
you haven't told them, and it seems
Pat is
integral.
Pat wants to
Forgotten.
betray him, so I don't even know if that's his plan anymore to bring the skeleton to distract whoever's going to be in there. I don't know, because Pat's saying shit that I didn't agree to.
It's almost like Pat has his own agenda.
Pat's agenda is to get everybody else killed, apparently.
Oh, you are all alive,
But for now.
right? I so far I've done a bang up fucking job. So
Evelyn won't mention it because she doesn't know what Pat's plan is.
And she
No
trusts
one
him.
I don't trust Pat. As we've all gotten crazier, it's like he's the least trustworthy. I know you'll
tell
protect me.
you
I know
what.
that you'll keep our group safe.
But Evelyn is.
I
is not-
have never. in
You destroyed
all
a city.
my life- Were you in it? No, we got out. I was
Can
10%
we continue?
responsible.
Let's go to the coffee shop. Evelyn needs a coffee.
Right. I am going. We should
And
go
some
check on
whiskey.
the train. We'll get some whiskey and coffee and go to and go check on the train. Make sure it's ready to go, just in case.
Okay. So yeah, you can go see Berto. Berto's got his workshop where
Okay.
Felicia and Hans are also working on the train. He's excited to see you, Nancy. Yeah, yes. Berto is here working on train.
How's the train going?
Oh, hey, good train.
Is it going to be ready to go soon?
Same as yesterday, but one day less than then.
So like tomorrow it'll be ready.
But I don't think so.
Alright. Nancy is looking at the train. Does she think if she helps him for like a few hours it'll like get more shit done and go faster?
Oh yeah. You could lend hand.
I think I'll do that. Does anyone else want to help with the train?
Ryan,
Huh?
Alright.
know much about trains? I'm afraid.
Just Berto and Nancy then. Good.
I'll go grab some tea.
While they're working on the train, I would like to continue reading my Turkish book to learn more Turkish, possibly.
Okay, sure.
Can I turn some wrenches?
See. So Berto is going to be very excited at the prospect of working on the train with you. You can roll me, what was it, mechanics and engineering?
Yeah, mechanical repair.
That's one.
Alright. What?
It's a good thing it didn't help. I would just break it further.
Oh! That did not succeed.
Okay. So it's pretty late by the time that you guys get finished with working on it and helping him out. So with the Nancy, you're pretty you didn't get as much done as you'd like to have done.
Yeah, she's frustrated. She's like, this train has to be ready to go as soon as possible.
Probably because Berto is trying to talk to you all the time.
Yeah, probably. She's distracted. He's like, we're working on the train. Why does he keep talking to me? I don't understand. She probably says something to Evelyn, taking a break. Evelyn's reading. She's like, Matt, he keeps just jabbering away, and we're supposed to be fixing this bloody train.
I mutter to you in Turkish.
I know it's crazy. But if we just stop this and more of fix, it would get done faster. But I'm not going to complain because at least we'll have an escape method. Oh, also, Pat, do you want to mount one of the machine guns to the train? Pat?
He's not listening to us.
Oh,
today.
I'm sorry. I'm literally inventorying guns and trying not to sneeze. Do we want to mount machine guns to
Do
train?
I want to mount a machine gun to a train?
They're not that type of machine gun though. They're handhelds.
Yeah, they're not.
Put some.
Do we want to stash a couple on the train?
Yeah, we're taking all the guns with us.
I like the idea of mounting machine guns to the train.
I mean, if you guys want to Fury Road this shit, we can. I mean, I'll figure something out. I mean,
you could.
There were tentacles attacking us on our way out, so I figured maybe some up to the train would help. At least something on the train. Maybe Nancy stashed a couple in side compartments inside the cabins on the train.
Sure, we could say that. Good.
So why not tell one of the two of the others to go to our... They know where we are in the hotel room. They can pick up the crate and bring it back here. Easy peasy.
Yes, Berto can bring. Berto is strong.
Well done, Bert. Well done.
How about you keep working on the train and we have Hans and Felicia go pick it up.
Okay, Hans will... Yes.
Yes, because they probably aren't as good at fixing the train, so send them to not fix the train.
Aha, yes, very true. Berto is trained man. So yes, Hans and Felicia will pick up your crates of weaponry and without any questions take it onto the train this evening. So it's pretty late by this point. It's going to take you a little while to get over there by taxi. So if you wanted to leave for the midnight tour, now would be a good time.
No.
Yes, let's leave.
Okay.
are there any pharmaceutical shops?
Miss What's Her Face's office.
None that would be open at this time.
They don't have to be.
Yeah, they really don't.
We can make them open.
Yeah.
We can say that you can go by a pharmacy. Yeah. Dr. Gray's
No,
pharmacy.
Yeah, Dr. Gray's pharmacy.
You can take a quick stop.
Her name's Dr. Gray. So she was literally doing like Gray's Anatomy on the. I just did.
Just got that one.
Just got it. It took me a
About 2
while.
weeks.
I got it.
You don't miss much, do you, Lindy? Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah, can we like pop by there, like the back door on the way to get a taxi?
Sure. Yeah, you see her, her practice. It's obviously late and it's dark, but there are people still out. It's like a glass shop front, basically.
Right, but is there a back door?
Not one which is accessible via like by the street. Possibly you have to like go through a set of houses to get around the back or something similar. You don't see any obvious way to get around there because it's like a block of buildings all set next to one another.
Because I think in the we might need some more laudanum, and I could try to open the door.
Yeah, we'll leave money for it. Let's get in here and see if we can find some laudanum.
All right.
My teeth itch.
The teeth itch. Okay. So-
While they're doing this, is there like a local shop where I can buy some food or something? Because
Sure, yeah.
I'll just do that while they do that. I'm
All
gonna.
right. Do we want to try the front door? Or we want to like try the back door. I don't know if we want to break like the lock accidentally on the front door to her shop.
But she's definitely not there, right?
It's dark. No one's in. Doesn't look like.
We were pretty sure she was gonna get
Held up
taken
for
in.
questioning.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, let's go around back and see if that one's.
We might have to hop a fence or two, but
That's my bet.
it should be fine. Better than maybe taking the while, obviously on the straight front.
Right. Never mind us, authorities. We are.
Okay.
We're friends. It's fine. Yeah.
Right.
So we'll go like hop the fences.
Okay. So you guys can hop the fence. You'll have to like time it to make sure that no one's looking at you guys. But it's late. You can jump over. It's a bit of a painful landing. But you get around the back. There is a back door. It is locked.
All right. Let me try to unlock it.
We've got all 3 pieces of the simulacrum as well.
Yes. Well,
Oh. Okay. It's only 5% for each one, right?
yeah.
So 35, 45, or 35. It's 50.
Makes it 50, yeah.
15.
You
No,
got
that's
27 luck to spend, yeah.
What was that?
So, yeah. Nancy tries to crack open the lock, but it just doesn't work. This lock is a pretty damn good one.
I'm rolling bad tonight. That's not good.
All right. Well, I guess this is God's way of telling us we're not supposed to be on the other side of this door. So.
Is there like a window?
There's a window higher up.
Oh.
It's not open. It similarly looks like it's locked.
It does look like it's locked.
Can I try to like stand on Pat's shoulders and unlock the window?
I love this idea. Sure.
Don't look up.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, the window is locked. It's a pharmacy. They're not just like, otherwise they would get stolen,
Yeah.
burgled every day.
I'm gonna try on the second window.
Okay. Yeah, you can roll me again.
You can roll me.
You can roll me again.
Oh!
Just roll me around on the floor, please.
That's actually a hard.
Nice, very nice. Yeah, so you can like crack it open. Like the window is probably too small for someone like Pat or Harvey, but you could fit through this.
All right, Evelyn, hold my purse.
It's like hold my beer.
But basically, got her whiskey in there, and I'm gonna like go through the window.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. So, really
Things we do
enjoying
for
that.
drugs.
Yeah, you fucking drug-addled fiends is what you guys are at this point. Like, give me the laudanum.
Hey, then you're our pusher, man. You're the one that
Oh, I
started us
am.
down this
I'm
terrible,
your
terrible
pusher,
path.
man. In the words of Chance the Rapper, I'm your pusher, man. Yeah, so you fit through the window. Now, in fact, I did look up the effects of laudanum on the body. It is an opiate, right? So it's highly addictive, and overdosing is totally a thing that can kill you without meaning to.
Right,
you guys would not probably have too much access to this knowledge, seeing as we're in 23, but it's to look out for.
People were long-term addicts. They're functional opiate. I mean, they're
functioning opiate addict.
You're right. Opioids didn't pack quite the same punch that they do nowadays.
Yeah.
So hell, a lot of writers and athletes.
Oh yeah, in particular.
Shit all the time. So
the good news is
good
that
old Lovecraft.
Back before 1940,
right.
like 20 years to kill you.
Let's go through the looking glass, guys.
I would totally rather die in 20 years than I would rather die in the next few moments.
Yeah.
So
right.
It's a long-term poison.
Cheers.
All right.
down it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you go through the window and you're basically in an upper office area. So it looks like these top floor here is like management. You're in an office space.
Doctor's coats hanging up on like a hook, like further off the workplace.
Sure. Yeah. There's an office.
I'll put one on, so if someone happens to look through a window, I look like just after hours.
Okay.
like
Yeah.
Asylum all over again.
Yeah.
I know this is bad. Alright,
yeah.
put the office on, and I'll go look for some laudanum.
Okay, yeah. So you potter about the upper floor. There are several. There's they're all labeled for different doctors. So this looks like it's a practice as well as a pharmacy. So several other doctors that work here.
Yeah.
You just bust into one. There is one which is clearly Dr. Gray's. That's closed. All of these doors also look like they're locked as well. If you wanted to break into any of them, of course you could. And there's a staircase leading downwards to where presumably some kind of storage or cabinet is.
Alright. So it looks more like a practice, like there's not the drugs up here, just the paperwork and
It
stuff.
seems like this is where this is paperwork, and they probably go downstairs to...
I'll go down the stairs then to hopefully get some drugs.
Okay. Yeah, you do so. You head downstairs and you can see the door, which you could open if you so wish. However, as you're going down the staircase, you're fairly sure you can hear a faint whimpering coming from Dr. Gray's door. Like a...
Alright. Oh, alright. So, does it sound like, Dr. Gray whimpering? Or like a sad puppy? Or like, any other random person? I know. I've got one especially for tonight, if I could find it.
Roll me a listen check.
Alright, I'll roll that. That's a extreme success.
It doesn't
best
sound
skill.
like Dr. Gray. It sounds like most likely a man. Saying you just kind of pick up words here and there, like, help.
Oh, he would be saying help. Does he sound genuinely in need?
Sounds it.
Okay.
As much as anyone at midnight whimpering in a doctor's office sounds like they need help.
I'm gonna lean out the window. I'm gonna be like, what? There's somebody in Dr. Gray's office whimpering help. What do I do?
Walk past the door. Find drugs. Leave.
Alright, well. Alright, I'll. Evelyn?
What do you want me to do?
No, alright.
So the door is at the top of the staircase. If you were to go past the staircase, you pass by the door.
Of course, it's on the way, isn't it?
Everything's on the way.
Back to find us on. Alright.
Just how you guys want
Can
it.
you? Is there a way for her to come and lock the door so we can all get in?
Yeah. Yeah.
You'd have to go down the staircase, open the
I'd
door.
have to pass the door first.
Okay, well, sneak by it.
I'm very bad at that.
How hard is
We're
it?
yelling this in an alley. Sneak past them.
How hard is it to crouch?
Alright. Oh, I feel bad. I am supposed to be at the. Okay.
Here, wait, don't.
Do they have like the windows in the doctor's office doors?
There are windows. Yeah.
All right,
So
I'm
we could
gonna
get,
like
the door that has like little glass.
peek
I can get,
through the door to see who might be saying help as I pass by it to let them in. I'm gonna try to sneakily peek in.
Sorry, I misunderstood. There aren't windows in the
Oh,
doors frames
like
themselves.
doors.
There's windows in the
Okay.
offices. Yeah, sorry.
Of course.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought that there would be like the little.
Yeah, like a little.
Not completely see-through, but those like frosted windows that they have in doctors' offices. That's what I thought it would be like.
No, these ones seem to be just a wooden frame.
Wooden doors, of course.
And you can
of
walk
course.
by it, no problem. Just
Alright,
be
I'm
quiet.
Yeah. Alright. Quickly go down the stairs, open the back door, and then go back up the stairs.
Are you gonna try and do this quietly, or are you just running?
Why?
You hear her heels.
Clunk, 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 which is terrible because I'm really bad at sneaking.
Okay. Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Try to be quiet.
Give it a roll.
I have super fail. Club, 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 club.
So yeah, your nervousness, and it's one of those situations where like everything else is so quiet that you can hear your own breath, and you hear, "Help, help, help! Is someone there? It's you out there? Help,
I am a ghost. How near to death are you?
help, help me, help!"
Who are you? The door's locked. I'm sorry. Who are you?
Listen, it's keys. You can find the keys. Help me.
Okay, I'll look for those, and I like go down the stairs.
All right. You hear the things she did, and you head down the staircase.
Okay. Yeah, I go down with my gun out.
Okay. You see, yeah, you see that there is a cabinet of drugs, which looks like it's locked and sealed.
Okay.
Which you can't see into it, but presumably, seeing as this cabinet is locked up,
Yeah.
big cabinet, this is where they store the drugs. They're also on the shop front, so potentially people walking by, if they looked in, would see you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I have the coat on.
Yeah.
To look like I'm just after hours. She's quickly gonna go to the back door, because it's probably just like the deadbolt or whatever, that kind of thing. Unlock it, open it. There's keys in here somewhere to get into that medicine cabinet. Help me look for them upstairs real quick, and then also there's someone saying help, and she did things to me. So not great. Come on, quickly, quietly, so no one sees.
Can
Did you
I?
find the drugs?
Yeah, they're in this cabinet. We have to unlock it. So help me find the keys.
He's
Why don't
aware
you pick the
people are
lock?
here now.
All right. So
You
Nancy's
you guys all enter into this space.
I tell them to keep low and behind the counter height.
Evelyn, you might not want to do this. I mean, this is Pat and Greg agreeing on something right now.
Yeah,
because
Evelyn, why don't you stand here in the alley? Me and Pat will handle this. Or just sit in this corner hugging my purse. I'll take my purse back actually.
I mean, if some asshole busts out of here with like two heads and like a dick dangling off his chin, you're gonna that's it.
Close
you
your
know?
eyes and sit in this corner, and I pat her.
Go
on the
sit in the alley by yourself,
not in
Evelyn.
the
Go.
alley.
You don't belong here right now, Evelyn.
So what I'm hearing is Pat and Nancy and Harvey are going in, and Evelyn's staying behind.
Harvey's off
I'm not.
getting tea somewhere.
He's getting tea.
Yeah, Harvey's getting
I'm,
tea
I'm
somewhere.
getting food.
Yeah.
I'm getting food.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
He's
you're
getting
right.
food. He's getting our lunch for us real quick.
You're right. Okay, so
Nancy is gonna look for the keys.
okay.
Haley, you bring her in if you want to. This is purely a.
Nancy recommends sitting behind the counter, closing your eyes.
I'm gonna close the back door. I'm gonna just sit next to the door.
All right.
Now, if we get in trouble, come running.
All right. I guess, yeah, Nancy's
I'm
gonna
high
look for the
stealth,
keys.
asshole. It's
She
gonna be
does.
sneaky.
I'm not the sneaky one.
Okay, so if you first of all, Pat and Nancy roll me a listen check. Evelyn,
Oh,
you're
okay.
in the alley, so you won't be rolling this one.
No,
It's a
I'm not.
success.
Oh, you're not in
I'm
the
not
alley?
in the alley. I'm
Okay.
I came in
Yeah, and
and I
they
sat
closed
by
the
the
door.
door.
Okay,
so I'm
cool, you're
like
sat by the door.
by the exit.
Nice.
So do I
Roll
need
that
to
as an
listen?
extreme success.
Yeah,
We'll
mine's just a success.
we'll say that you're far enough away that you probably wouldn't pick up on this, Evelyn. Pat,
Oh, listen, so good.
you hear a click from above.
Stairs.
Does it sound like a door?
Sounds a bit like a door being unlocked.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna pick the lock on this drug cabinet if I don't see the keys.
Okay, yeah. You can roll me a spot hidden. See if you can find the keys right now.
That's just barely a failure. Wait, I have the simulacrums. I have 2 pieces. That's a success.
Nice. Fantastic. So yes, you just managed to unclip the lock from the cabinet, and you open it up, and you see that there are stores and stores of drugs in here.
I get my purse and everything labeled laudanum. I just go.
Get some Advil too. When
I
you have it.
Advil, laudanum, morphine. Just,
Yeah,
you know,
it's most likely probably morphine and laudanum that's around there in the time, and probably some other things as well that aren't as useful towards you guys. So you just like stuff things into your backpack of holding, or your purse of holding.
Yeah, like I turn, like I scoot the statue to the side. I move my bottle of whiskey, and I start. Yeah, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
Vitamin E. I heard it was good for sanity.
And if they don't all fit in the purse, I'll just start stuffing me blouse. It'll be fine.
Evelyn also has a purse.
Hey, there we go, Evelyn. Here's some laudanum.
So Harvey, across the street, you are coming back with some food and coffees and stuff like that, and you've gone opposite the street. And what you can see when you look in is a figure in the window who is a man moving. And you also see that there are several figures who are jacketed and not cloaked, but they're wearing like long coats, I suppose, that are kind of like popped up collars to hide away the cold, who appear to be forming around the doctor's office. You can roll me a spot hidden.
Okay, let's give this a go. All right. What's my
Yeah, there's just a ton of fucking weed in there, guys.
45 spot hidden is, and I rolled a 30, so a success.
Pretty good. It's pretty good. You spot that these men are Turkish,
Ah, shit.
and they appear to be armed as well, and they are surrounding the doctor's office. And there's
Hello?
someone moving upstairs. Yes.
Did you see my message in Zoom?
No.
No. Remember earlier how I was saying I was reading about Turkish?
Sure. You have been reading about Turkish. I don't think you're fluent in
No. I was
Turkish.
learning the language. I got a book from a library in a couple cities ago, and I was reading up. To learn more of
You
the
can
language.
speak some passing phrases, most likely, at this point.
Okay. How many Turkish are there? How many men?
You can see that there's at least 10 of them.
10.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna head. Is there a phone booth nearby or a phone
Is there a
box?
phone booth?
Oh, God. Yeah, I guess there would be, right?
Please tell me
yeah.
you're Superman.
Phone boxes? I'm just thinking on the fly now. Yeah, phone boxes were fairly common.
Sure.
We're in the UK anyway. I'm assuming other countries now.
Yeah, that's the thing I was wondering. I know that the super English thing, but I'm not sure. But we'll say yes. We'll say yes.
Okay, good, because I need that. So I head to that, and I pick up the receiver, and I think an operator comes on.
Yes, you're directed to the operator, I guess, yeah.
Yes, and I.
What are you looking for?
request-
Yeah.
I will request police and fire engine at the street I'm in immediately.
Okay.
Like,
All right.
really.
So
oh my
you-
god, there's something happening. Oh my god.
Yeah, so you're calling and you're watching in the window as your friends are breaking in through this case, and these gentlemen just kind of surround the building, and then you see one of them like smashes it with a baseball bat, the glass, and then another one chucks something in. So Pat and Nancy, you guys can roll me dexterity as something. You guys turn and you see that these guys have just smashed through a window. You hear the breaking of glass, and then something clinks onto the floor in front of you guys.
No. Oh no! It's a failure.
Good God. Good golly, Miss Molly.
We're not happy.
Okay, we're within distance, even with Evelyn where she is, we'd still get the 15, right?
Yeah, we'll give you the 15.
Even with the 15, I fail. That would put me at 65.
Okay, can I use my can I use 10 luck to make it? But I want to throw Nancy out of the way.
Okay. I'll allow
Okay.
it. I'll allow it. Yeah, so
Thank you, sir.
you turn and you see this, you hear a clink immediately, something clicks with Pat. He throws Nancy out of the way just in time as the grenade shatters debris across the room
We
and
didn't get grenades.
spills out onto the floor. Let's see the damage done here. Could be bad.
At least we got the drugs first.
It's only 4. It's 4. So
Could have been 12.
it could have been 12, which would most likely kill most people, I think.
I'd have been dead.
Will, what
too.
kind of damage is this?
This is, unfortunately, it does manage to break through your magical resistances. This grenade
Gotcha.
is certainly
Grenades. That was my idea. You
deadly.
stole my idea.
It explodes in blood, as well as pieces of shrapnel that get thrown around. And Pat, he's got pieces of shrapnel on his side as he dives to cover just underneath the desk. So, Evelyn, you hear this happen. Nancy's just been thrown towards you guys. Everything's sort of in slow motion and a blur, and you guys, your ears are ringing. Everything's going quite frantic. Harvey's over the other side. On the phone to the police, he puts it down. You see this happen. What is Pat's first action? Because I think this might have a bearing on everyone else's.
The guy that just threw it standing right in the front of the door, right?
Yes.
The one guy bashed the window with a bat, and then one guy just chucked a grenade.
Yeah,
in.
it looks like they're getting ready to almost immediately afterwards come in and clear the room to see if anything survived, right?
Okay. We still have the cabinet full of non-laudanum, right?
Yeah.
The locked up stuff.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I'm guessing that there's something in there that's flammable.
Flammable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I crack the tongue out, wrap it around the thing, throw it at him, and open up with the machine gun. I'm just spraying, hoping I hit something that's going to blow up.
All right. You can give me some attack rolls as you fire out.
Sure.
I just picture him grabbing a handful of little caution flammable just bottles, just chucking them, and then
Yeah.
machine gun.
Right now, Will, when I hit this, I can only are they within 10 feet?
Yes.
Okay, well I can spray 3 times, and I forget the one.
Unfortunately, the first one is at disadvantage thanks to Strider Heap using his Patreon disadvantage on Pat. So the first roll you have to re-roll and take the lowest.
Okay.
Why?
That's still
I still hit.
Still got him. And Nancy, you can roll a wild magic surge as this grenade blows up around you.
10. 1, 2,
And
3.
I would have jumped up at that.
Yeah.
Evelyn would have.
All right. That's a high one. I hope that's not bad.
Okay, Will, I
Everything
hit
you
all
love
3
is
times.
fire.
Actually, no, I get dumb.
Oh, there's a couple extremes in there.
Yep,
Damn.
I hit 6 times, Will.
Ooh.
And I don't know what my machine gun does, but it's aim. I'm spraying. I could hit them. I could hit the blow up stuff. I could hit. It's all blood bullets. So.
Oh my god, 9993. This is actually potentially really terrible because the last ones on this D10,000 are absolutely mental.
Oh,
Oh
no.
God.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Ho, 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 ho.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Okay.
What is it?
You were
What is it?
7 away from the world explodes. Yeah, you so the weather in this area changes drastically each hour for 1 week. So inexplicably it begins to rain outside and just starts pouring it down.
Fits well.
Yeah.
Holy smokes!
It's like.
Just-
I am the bringer of rain.
All
7
right.
away from the world exploding.
So I'm going to bring in our first viewer decision here at this point
boy.
as well.
No.
So there is someone upstairs who's been locked away, whom he said she did things to him, and of course, this being Call of Cthulhu,
Yeah.
it's horrible, terrible, mind-warping, body-twisting type things. So, what is the man now? What is he now? What has happened to the man, to the patient?
Nancy wanted to yell as soon as the grenade was done. I found the keys! But there's grenades down here, so it'll be a minute.
So Pat just fires out, and the first couple of guys that have just busted into the room are exploded essentially as this cabinet just goes up in flames, and the gunfire rattles out, and the others who aren't caught in this basically fireball which has been caused step back and take cover behind the door and behind the wall itself. So they have the presence of mind to escape the flaming wreckage, which has perhaps bought you guys a couple of seconds as Pat manages to destroy some of the cabinet in there. Okay, so Nancy, what is it you would like to do?
Well, I'm going to. I don't know like how the gun rules work exactly. But I have 2 pistols now. Does that mean I can shoot twice?
Sure, I think as your gun rating is high enough, you can fire twice. Is that correct?
My gun rating is 40.
You have
Yes.
to be 50,
50 is it? Okay.
50. All right.
But she
so-
no, she could fire them. She can only fire 2 shots from each instead of 3, and it'd be at a disadvantage though. When you did
Okay.
it.
Can I?
But you can
I
fire
do-
2 from 1 for
Okay.
for perfect.
Well then,
yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay.
like 2
I think that's how it works.
from
Okay, then.
1. If I see any of the Turks, I'm gonna go pow pow.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and it's safe to say at this point that they are like suppressing fire into the room, so
Yeah.
there's a lot of like ambient gunfire which is happening right now as they're kind of, they're not like poking their heads out, but they're turning around and like spraying into the room a little bit as you guys take cover.
Right, and I dove for cover as my next action.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
As soon as
Oh,
I
yeah,
shot,
Nancy
I
would
dove for cover. Yeah.
Try to be behind cover too, like grabbed any medical pans or anything like a shield.
Okay. So yeah, Nancy, you
wait,
can
does he win?
roll.
All right.
We'll make it like 10% harder, seeing as you're
All
you
right.
don't have the
Well, I
gun
have 2
rating.
simulacrums.
Ah.
There's actually 3 of them down here. That's a failure. And that's a success.
Nice. Okay, you can
And
roll.
This is with the guns that were given to us by our
Yes,
lovely
so they should
friend.
have magical properties
Yep.
soon as well. All right, so yeah, you fire it out. I'm not too worried about rolling all the damage and rolls on this
Okay.
this combat. But yeah, you fire it out at this guy, and it kind of goes into his leg, goes right through his leg, and he collapses down onto the ground. And it's not long after that before Pat basically executes the guy and manages to sort of take him out from cover. There's lots of shouting and screaming going on at this point as people are dying, including you guys. Evelyn,
Yeah.
what are you up to?
So, I want to go out the back door,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to go around to the side where I can see the front.
Okay, yeah, you can be around the side.
I want to shoot them from the side.
Okay, so that you see these, there are about 8 of these guys. You've just poked your head around a corner. You're 15 feet away from them, and they're kind of lined up, right? And they're backs against the wall to cover, but you can see them because you've kind of poked your head around.
I'm gonna try to shoot them.
All right.
Oh. Okay, I didn't actually
Ooh.
Oh, that's a hit.
hit
That's a hit.
it. Yay.
Nice.
I know.
So yeah, you look like okay. So the first one hits his target and he just slumps down to the ground. The other has noticed or heard the sound of your gunshot and turns and just dives into cover as you fire it away. And he's pointing guns in your direction or pointing people's attention in your direction where they're going to fire at you soon.
I'm gonna go back undercover. Is there any bushes or anything
Not really. You're on a street, so
I know they're
it could be a bushy street.
doctor's office or pharmacy. They had
Could be a
bushes
nice pharmacy.
right next to their building, and I would just hide behind those.
sort of those pharmacy that comes with bushes. Yeah. No, it's basically on a street. So you got the wall as cover. Yeah. Okay. Harvey, what is your action before some hell is unleashed here?
Okay. I'm on the phone. I've called for the police.
Yes,
and
they are on their way. They say.
I'm gonna put it down, Is there a vehicle nearby that I can just duck behind?
Yeah. There's cars that are parked out here.
I'm gonna duck behind the vehicle. I'm gonna shout out, "Police, get on the ground!" and go with the shotgun.
All right, so you're over the other side of the street, so like your shot is probably just going to spray out quite nicely.
Just to freak them out,
Yeah, just to freak them out. You can roll me. Oh God, let's see. I guess like a fast talk is the closest thing there is. Like we don't think we have just an intimidation, do we?
I
Don't
should have
suppose
shouted
I could
something in
charm them
Turkish.
into putting their
Just,
weapon
hello,
down,
the
would
police
I?
are here.
Hello, it's the police here.
Yeah.
Are you seriously fast talk?
The Turks are a big fan of the police as a band. No, Finesse, you can sell me anything else?
Persuasion?
Charm.
No, it's not persuade or a charm.
Intimidate.
Intimidate, yes. We have an intimidate skill.
There is an
I
There
do
is.
have
There's an intimidate skill. That should be the one.
Oh,
It's slightly better. Well, I say it's slightly better. It is better than my fast talk. All right. Believe. Oh, crit!
Oh, damn. That's pretty damn good.
here.
Police are here. Yeah, so you somehow adopt the accent of a Trieste policeman. If not the actions, because
Police are here.
it's unlikely that they just go about pump action shotgunning people in the streets as far as you've seen. But yeah, you kind of like you spray out. You can roll me the attack roll on the gun
Yeah,
as well.
why not? I might hit one. You never know.
Be more
You never
intimidating.
know.
That's so
No, I
convincing
haven't
that
hit anyone.
that's
But
so
you're
convincing that
intimidating.
yeah, that's so convincing that inside the store,
We're like,
Cat goes, "Holy shit, the cops are already here."
Yeah, it's a police answer.
Like the cat look in the purses. That's where all the laudanum is.
Oh man. Okay. So yes, you.
I can convince them I'm an intern. Like I can adjust my doctor's coat.
So yeah, you fire out, you spray. It doesn't like hit anyone because the range is quite a distance that you're at this point. But you see them just like ducking for cover and like swearing in Turkish as they believe that the police have bowled up on this car, and now they're like fighting you on two fronts basically. Well, I guess they're fighting you on three fronts. So there's about these 7 guys left. A couple of them are firing into Pat and Nancy. One or two of them are firing at Harvey, and a couple are firing at Evelyn as well. So like they found themselves a bit surrounded at this point.
Yeah, I was hoping they would run.
Yeah, these guys are unfortunately a little bit insane with love for their master. So yeah,
So I couldn't shout at them in Turkish till you.
I mean
Gotta get outta
it's
here.
very similar to saying,
Yeah.
well, yeah, I mean. Like
Well, fuck
you
off.
could say that to them. You could definitely say that to them, whether or not they will listen to you. The girlish voice coming from inside. Turkish roll. You rolled literally the worst possible
I like ducks.
number. You said something incredibly fucking offensive to them in their native tongue, and they are going at you even harder now. So here's what you've done, Evelyn. You've
I love it's like his crit and then like my crit.
you turned a corner, shot one of them dead, and then screamed "retreat" in Turkish. Like that's the most ridiculous thing.
I thought you said retreat, but what you really said was like your mother was a hamster.
Yeah,
Your father spent the berry.
exactly. So yeah, you fire off of it. It does absolutely nothing. They seem enraged at you. So you guys are in cover. So we'll say that gives you like they'll give these guys a +10 or -10.
I have a +10 to my armor as well.
So yes, these guys are going to try and shoot you guys. It's going to be a little bit more difficult than it would normally be for them. So Evelyn, one guy shoots you and he misses on an 89. Another guy's going to try and fire at you on a 4. Even though you're in cover, you're going to get shot. And this could be the end because pistols are D10. Oh.
Oh,
Oh!
how are you, Evelyn?
It's so.
I have 2 health.
I would have been dead from that.
I have 2 health.
I love combat in this game. Yes, yeah. So he just the other guy who's your friend you just shot, just like levels his pistol towards you in his black coat and just fires, clips you straight in the side, even though you're in cover, and you're like bleeding out against this wall right now. You see that Harvey's like trying to suppress them, and he's taking away some of their fire. And Harvey, 2 of these guys are going to shoot at you as well. Oh, sorry, that's a D10, not a D100. 39. Let me check. I think because of your cover, will go up to 49, which is not going to be a success for them. Yeah, so it just like clips against the car, basically, just pings off the top of the car, and you just duck into cover in time. The second shot goes wild as well, and just sprays into the tire, and you feel the car sinking as the tires are burst from the spray. So that's 4 of them. They do not like Mr. Pat having blown up a big hole in the front of the door and blown up a couple of their friends. So they're going to shoot at you, Pat, on an 82. That's going to be a miss. A 74 is also a miss on your desk. And Nancy, you're going to get shot at on a 36.
I have cover and 10% armor.
Plus 10% armor. Okay, so in that case, they're going to miss. So we'll say that, in fact, we'll play it as you actually get shot, but your like natural resistances and the kind of magic which is going on there just like soaks up the bullet, basically. So it's like a Frodo moment where everyone's like, oh shit, Nancy's just been shot dead, and then she's like...
And I pull open, there's a whiskey bottle.
Yeah.
Leaking out.
I know.
It's my flask, and it's got like a dent in it, like where the bullet hit. I'm like,
Bong! Yeah, it just flew off. Fantastic. I love the idea. Like somehow perfectly, like she had an capped whiskey bottle, and now the bullet is like perfectly capping it, so she can drink from it soon. So handing over to you guys, who wants to take an action next? As you're in this gunfight, Harvey, at this point, as we go into our kind of second round, you will start to hear like cars coming along, which you presume to be police cars. But whether or not they're going to be ready with fucking shotguns for these guys is another thing.
Did I see Evelyn go down?
You see her like pressed up against a wall. She's not like unconscious, but you see her get shot.
Okay. Shit.
With 2 health, I wouldn't be down. Like, collapse?
You're probably like you're leaning against the wall to keep you up, you know. Like
I've heard her scream. Will.
yeah, like
I'm assuming Evelyn.
yeah. So
I would scream.
I mean, I screamed when I got hit, so I mean.
yeah.
I don't really have. All I can do really is just keep firing with suppression. That's all I can really do at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of possibly
Let the
breaking
cops
into the
see
car,
you.
hot wiring it, and driving it into them, but that takes.
I
a
thought
long
about you
time,
doing that.
and I have no expectation of hot wiring a car, so I
they
wouldn't.
weren't
know.
really hot wired
What
in the 20.
what you can
They
do
were
is
just-
like turn on the radio, which don't exist in the car. Yeah, I don't know. You could. It's it's probably a much
would be
easier
cool.
process, right?
Could I do that?
You
Yeah.
you
Can
need
I
to
take
succeed
some
on a roll.
morphine?
Yeah, why not?
There is some in my purse. Can I take some morphine?
Sure.
Cars in the- Yeah, can I drink some
Haley,
more?
did you ever use that D10?
Yeah, I don't think you did.
She never did, and I never did.
No, I still got mine as well.
I
Oh,
used
yeah,
mine.
Harv's got his.
I needed it from that engine
Hmm.
train.
Yeah, you know
I
what?
don't.
I'm
remember.
gonna
I don't.
I'm gonna break open the car, start it, and drive it right into the turret.
All right, fuck me.
With my head down
I
like
seem
that.
to remember another one of your Call of Cthulhu characters dying in somewhat similar fashion, Harvey.
Yeah,
y-
kind of. Well, I'm not going to drive it. I'm basically going to put the car in between the Turks and Evelyn. So I'm just going to, and if I
Okay.
get one, that's the bonus.
Run me like a mechanic.
Oh,
Some
I
kind of
have to be a
engineer.
mechanic, didn't it?
Well, I mean, what you're doing is like breaking into a car, so.
Can I just use force?
Well, that's like just slamming the wheel or something.
Work.
What about
What?
drive auto?
Just put it onto auto.
Mechanic.
Yeah, to like hotwire this thing, however that process is in 1923.
It's not going to work. No.
Mechanical repair. Yeah.
We'll say
Nah.
we'll say it's an easier process. We'd give you like a plus 20 on it, but
No, not even with that.
yeah, I was.
Oh, but plus 20, I'd succeed. Nancy's good with tractors
No.
and now trains.
So you're working on this thing, you're trying to make something happen, Harvey. It's like you're still getting shot at, which is making this process more difficult for you. Anything else you'd like to try?
Yeah, give up and shoot back.
Give up and shoot back. All right, yeah.
I tried.
Give
I'm
it a
gonna
shot.
get behind cover again and shoot back. Which I believe I failed. Ooh, only just. So, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you make them dive into cover with your suppressing fire. Basically, you shoot like I'm gonna kill him, and then you shoot. I mean suppressing fire. Yeah. As you get him. What does Pat want to do?
Pat is gonna yell to Nancy, "Go back!" And then he goes through the back door. I wheel around to where Evelyn has slumped over. I step over her, and I am going. I know the building's not that big, so I can move and be within 10 feet of her 2 attackers, correct?
That's right.
Okay, I'm going to open up on these 2 cats.
All right.
I mean, we're going to do this one at a time because when they drop, I'm moving on to somebody else. If they drop. Hopefully they drop. Will, tell me they drop. That's an extreme hit.
Nice.
I'm going to do the damage so we can, if it's okay, so we can walk his shit.
Yeah. Yeah, participation
For Christ's
trophy.
sake.
Oh, yeah, that's not so good. That is not going to kill the guy.
He's still...
Second hit. He's still alive. Number 1 is still alive.
Such shit damage, man.
Third hit. Still alive. Still
You're
alive.
just like, he's like,
Yeah, he's like, yeah, he's literally doing that thing where dummies just get shot over, and like it looks like he's doing some
There
kind
we
of
go.
samba
His body's
at
just
this
chewing
point.
away.
Looks like he's just shimmying as all these bullets just like score his body. Yeah, he's dead on that one. So that's 4. So the other guy that you can see.
Okay, that's 4, and then the other guy, yep.
I think you have 2 shots left, maybe.
1. Yeah, I got 2 shots.
6 is still alive,
Yeah.
and he's dead.
Oh.
Okay, I use my D10 healing as well.
Nice. Roll that D10.
I can get it to work. Something is wrong. Wait, roll 20.
All right, so you turn the corner and like you just level 4 shots into this first guy and then 2 into the next. You're back up for 6. You take a moment to catch your breath and lean up against the wall with the injured Evelyn. Evelyn, I guess you want
stand
to.
in front of her too.
Nice. I guess you want to roll your D10, Evelyn. For free. Haha. Excellent.
Hey, you're on 5.
On
instead
5.
of 2 now.
That's 3 more than you had.
Yeah, but I could have been more.
Could have been more. Evelyn, what do you want to do on your turn?
I don't know.
I don't know anymore.
I don't know anymore.
You-
Shoot myself in the head. No,
You can do that if you want. I'll allow that as an action. In fact, I'll allow it as like a bonus action.
Yeah, what action?
I quit.
That's the way that's what happens when you hit 0 sanity.
I'm close to it, so.
Yeah.
Um,
You got 5 HP. You got Pat in front of you. You got 5 guys who are shooting at you and your friends. The police are rolling up.
so,
Well, technically, there's 3 at the front of the building and 2 on Harv, correct?
2 on half, yeah. I mean, they're close to one another. If you wanted to, shoot at either group, you could have line of sight on them. If you wanted to turn a corner.
Yeah, I assume, aren't we back around the corner?
Yeah,
Like,
you guys are like,
I-
in cover right now. You'd have to pop out to go and see these guys.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. I'm not standing out in the open like, all right.
Yeah, no, you guys
we
are still
did
in
it.
cover.
Good team.
I'm over here, guys.
I guess I'm gonna shoot the ones going towards Harvey.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Pop out.
No. Yep. Yay.
Yeah.
I got 1 shot.
Okay, yep, that's a hit for free. Okay, so you fire at one of the guys who's shooting at Harv. You manage to clip him. He curses something at you, which you think might be retreat, but is actually not. Yeah, anything else you want to try? Back in cover or?
Well, I'm gonna go back and cover, but I'm debating if we should try to get out of here now that the cops are showing up. I feel like I should start pulling on Pat. Come on, let's get out of here.
I only came around here because I was scared they're gonna kill you. So I mean, I'm ready to rock.
I would have
and
been okay
roll.
with death at this moment.
It's time to retreat. Let's get out.
So yeah, we're gonna go away. We're gonna leave.
Okay. Where and how are you leaving?
We had to hop over a fence to get here, right?
Yes.
So
In your current state, hopping fences is less easy than it was.
For at an alley, is there like a different way to like end up in another street that way or something? Like, can we just go down the alleys and leave?
You'd have to. So where you currently are, in terms of what I'm thinking, you'd have to like hop over the fence to get around to the back door again, and from there you could go through the alley, or you could run out into the street and run away from these guys and try and dive into another alley. You're muted, Lindy.
I have a question.
Yes.
So we had to hop a fence to get to like the back.
To the
Were
back
there any
area.
cars on that street, like where the fence was?
Sure, yeah. These guys are taking
Alright.
cover on some of the cars, I suppose, to cover from Harvey.
All right. Are there any that they weren't taking cover behind?
Yeah. There's plenty of cars around.
Okay. So, well, I'll let Evelyn think about this retreat. And Nancy, I don't think she can pop 2 caps off and hijack a car.
Right.
Probably
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
So she's gonna be like, yell upstairs. There's too many of them. They've got guns and the people are getting shot. I recommend staying up there. The police are here though, so they should save you. I'm going to put the keys right here on the counter, and I put the keys right there. And I go, and I run out, and I want to hijack a car.
All right. Give
Or
me.
like an escape vehicle.
Yeah. Give me that. The mechanic.
Yeah.
We'll say because it's same thing, Harvey. Plus 20.
Can I do a locksmithing? Or no, mechanic repair to
Yeah,
get started.
yeah.
Oh, plus 20. Plus, I have 2 pieces of the simulacrum.
Nice. That's a success.
So, let me double check. So I get plus 30. I'm gonna use 7 luck.
Oh.
Because that's.
dear,
I think
oh
we're
dear.
gonna need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I can see that. Okay, so the engine
So-
roars to life as you manage
And I
to
wanna be
hack
like-
into it.
Like, get in the car!
Yeah. So you're in the car. Like, you're not far away from these cults at this
Yeah.
point. We'll say like you're 20 feet away. So like it's possible that you'll get shot at still.
Yeah, I'm gonna be ducking low.
Yeah. You're driving really low. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. At the same time, you you look up into the window and the same figure that Harvey's
God.
been seeing. You can see.
Why would I look up into the window?
I don't know why, but you just did. And you see a man who is completely inside out, intact in humanoid shape, but with skin on the inside and organs showing and throbbing on the outside. You see rivulets of blood and veins running down his body. And Nancy, you can roll me a sanity check. Thank you, chat, for
Evelyn, get in the car and close your eyes.
full of sanity.
Don't look
With
at the
Evelyn
window.
going.
Everybody looks.
That's a success.
That
That's
is success. Fantastic. So you managed to spare yourself from the sheer insanity.
Alright. I was
of
nice
this
to him
being.
and I was talking to him, so I guess I was expecting.
Mm-hmm.
something.
Yeah, you hear him say, "You should have saved me," and he
I
like.
tried. I had to get the keys, man.
You see him in the window, just punch the window and start to pull himself through it, and it looks like he's coming down towards your car, and looks like he's ready to just jump.
From the 2nd story window.
Yeah, he's going. I mean, he is an inside-out man, Haley. It looks like he can probably pull off a couple of things that
If he
most
did that,
people
it
can't.
would-
I popped my spleen on the landing.
Oh my goodness, Strider! Thank you so much for that donation.
No.
It gets
Uh-oh.
better because Nancy, as you're this is actual pure evil. Nancy, as you're inside the car and you just like get it going, you look up, you see the man ready to jump. You hear something behind you in the car.
In the car?
A breathing.
Get out of my vehicle right now.
And
Are we in Gray's car?
you turn
Apparently.
around and you see another inside-out man.
Flip the mirror down.
You see another inside-out man who just like grabs at you and is going to try and throttle you
But he happened to be,
on a...
a ghost or an elemental at all.
Does not seem like he's actually a ghost.
Alright, well, I do have plus 10 to not get hit. So.
Okay, so with that would make it needing to get a 63. Just misses. Wow, there's like a couple of points in that. Yeah, so he like grabs onto you, and you feel his like veiny hands like going on the back of your neck and trying to grab your hair and throttle you from behind. But he just managed to wrest away. But he's in the passenger seat of your car currently. Poor, yeah. Fantastic.
I would like to set the car on fire.
So is
And then run it into
everyone?
the Turks.
I think everyone's taken an action this turn, right? Pat's done some shooting. Evelyn's done some shooting.
And the flesh monsters have taken.
And the flesh monster. Yeah, so on the Eternal Flesh Monster, the guy in the window is going to smash through the window and just land on top of your car with a wet splat. And you see his organs and his body, his blood, his veins just like spilling out onto your like the hood of the car, like making this massive dent on it. And like a few seconds later, you see his head come up and look at you, and the parts of those veins and organs just begin to reform. You should have helped me.
I tried! I found the keys, and then there was grenades coming through the window. You should blame those guys for not helping out sooner.
So there are some people still left standing, I believe. Pat killed 2 last turn, so I think that takes us down to a total of 5 now that have been murdered by you guys. And
the cops.
And the cops are on the way, yes. So the cops pull up with their cars, and there's like 3 of these police cars that come out. They're not like they don't have any like pump action shotguns or machine guns or anything, but they are carrying pistols on them and batons as well. And so they see what's going on here. They see that there's
Did they shoot at the flesh monsters?
a gunfight. Then they're going to roll a sanity check as they see the flesh monster land on the car. Because these guys are terrible mortals that have not seen terrible things before. And okay. Oh dear. So, 2 of them just see the insanity of that creature and go gibbering fucking mad. One of them just turns the gun to his head, pulls the trigger, having seen it like just shaking, being unable to cope with that madness. The other guy just begins to claw out his own eyes and goes down onto his knees, clawing out his own eyes as he sees this creature of abomination reform. The other 2 hold their nerve and are going to shoot. Although I'm going to give it 50-50 as to what they're going to shoot at the creature. So this first guy is going to shoot at the creature on a 60. He misses. On a 23, the other guy hits. Bear in mind, he does not have any kind of bullets capable of dealing with a monster such as that. He does 3 damage, which is halved down to 1. So like he just manages to like shoot the creature, but like the bullets that like spray the blood around, the blood just like recoagulates into the body and reforms. He's like, oh gods, what is that thing? And the Turks are taking advantage of the police and a couple of them are gonna shoot. Who were previously shooting at Harvey are now going to shoot at those police officers. Success, seeing as they're only open, and a failure. Meaning that one of the remaining policemen dies. Just gets shot through the head, basically, as this Turk just turns and sprays his machine gun onto him. Leaving 1, 2, 3 of them left. So Pat's standing in front of Evelyn. He's going to take a shot. 72 is going to be a miss. Nancy's in the car. Going to take a shot. 37. I think that's a miss with your plus 10%.
Yeah.
Yep. Shot goes into the back of the seat, basically, but the car, like, soaks up the bullet. And we'll say the last one, it's a choice between Harvey, Pat, or Nancy, really. Let's see, 1, 2, or 3. 3 is Nancy. So, Nancy, a 95 is clearly a miss against you. So 2 of these bullets just soak into the back of the car.
Does it hit the flesh monster instead?
No.
There are 2 of them, one's right in the passenger seat.
No, it just hits into the back of the car. He'd have to roll like a 99 or 100 for a real fumble. Okay, so back to you guys, and once again, feel free to fluidly take your actions as you wish to. No real turn order as such.
Can I
Fluid
get
like
a
a flesh
general
monster.
overlook on how the current situation is, like where people are?
For sure. Yeah, so you have, you're across the street, you're like 25 feet away and covered behind a car. There are several cars, one of which Nancy is in, and a couple of flesh monsters, one on the hood, one in the back of her car. There are 5 Turks who are remaining. Several of them are firing over at the policemen who are basically standing in the middle of the street having pulled up from their cars. They're trying to dive into cover, but there's one guy left alive. They are also so the Turks are in cover behind cars on the other side of the street, and Evelyn and Pat are across that side of the street as well, in cover behind a wall, turning around to shoot these guys.
Very tempted to jump into a police car and drive it into them. Because the police car
It's still running.
so I don't have to hotwire or anything.
Yeah.
Or we can run my car into them, and we can all get in the police car and go away safely.
Yeah, I mean, you see that Evelyn's pretty damn wounded. It's only a matter of time before someone gets hit, and when people do get hit,
Yeah,
They
I'm
die.
gonna...
You can like get
Yep.
the card.
the longer you draw, the longer you draw out the combat, the more you're playing the odds.
Yeah, I'm going to move on over to a police car, jump into it, and then drive it to Pat and Evan.
All right, yeah. Roll me a drive, I guess. Drive auto.
God, I hope I don't stall. What is my drive auto? I stall. My drive auto is 35. I normally have someone drive for me, okay?
Where's my driver? Where are you,
Where's
Jasper?
my driver?
Yes.
Mine
Okay.
is 20s.
So it's not the hardest thing to do. It's not like you can't do it. It's just that doing so is you basically like ram it into Nancy's car, is what we're gonna say. So
well,
like
that ruined my
you
plan.
like lose control of it, and you like just pedal this thing down into Nancy's car, and the flesh abomination is like thrown off the hood and is splattered outside. It's reforming, and the one inside and Nancy are kind of like shook by the force of the crash.
I do it. You needed a ride?
Yeah, that'd be great. Hold on. And what Nancy would like to do is she would like to take that newly capped off whiskey bottle that saved her life. She'd like to put it on the pedal, like so that it's all spilling out the floorboard. Jump out onto like Harvey's car as she lights a match and throws it into the floorboard of the car, so it's going forward and bursts into flame.
Nice. Okay.
And have the steering wheel pointed at the Turks.
I like that. Okay, yeah. So you can do that. You can, jam the whiskey bottle down there, and you can jump into Harvey's car on your action. So the two of you, and then Harvey can like pull out a bit, so you're not like wrecked into this car. The flesh abominations are coming towards your car now, however, Harvey. What about Pat and Evelyn? What do you guys want to do? Because if you want to get in a car, you got to make a bit of a break for it.
I want to pop the tongue, and I am going to pick up Evelyn and run towards trying to keep myself between her.
Are you holding me? Or
I got my
like...
guns. I got my guns in my hand, man. What am I supposed to do? I can't.
Oh, with the magic tongue.
Damsel in distress, this shit. No. Yeah.
You're holding me with the tongue.
I popped the tongue and I grabbed you with it. Yeah, deal with it.
All right.
You're gonna lose it later. I hope you know.
So Pat has a magic tongue. Believe it or not, ladies. And basically, it's this big maw that opens up and just like envelops Evelyn like a rope, basically. And it's wet and it's slimy and it comes out of his mouth and it's disgusting. Is this the first time that Evelyn has seen this?
No, didn't I see it?
No, she saw it before.
You saw it before? Okay, yeah. Oh, you're right with the, yeah. So yeah, you get wrapped up in this thing and carried out. Pat, are you firing as you're going?
Yes, sir.
All right.
What I want to do is, we're away from the Turks, correct? We're like heading back towards the cars?
Yeah.
Is this how this works?
Yeah.
Okay, so if we're heading away, but we're heading towards the abominations, correct?
Correct, yes.
Okay, well, here's what I want to do. I want to run with Evelyn in the tongue, lifting her up out of the way, and I want to, as soon as I get within 10 feet, I'm going full machine gun, full auto on the one that's still in the car. I'm going balls to the wall on this thing.
All right. Do it. See how long this thing can survive against a hail of molten lead which pours out from Pat's guns.
1, 2, 3. Super
Oh,
success.
critical.
Nice. Critical hit.
5, 6, and it's 2d6 for the.
The crit.
Yep.
All right.
Let's see. 11, and then the damage for the other 5 would be 4, 15, 24, 31,
31,
41,
41. Do I see 50?
40.
Do I see 50?
48. Is that? I have one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. 48. Right? 48. 48.
Yes. The lead is magic ooze. That's the thing. Yes. So yeah, you pour out this hail of fire towards the creature, and it's splattered into so many pieces that it can't reform up its grotesque body, and the one that was on the hood is just strewn about currently. Doesn't look like it's coming back together. And you throw Evelyn in the car. And it's not
jump on the running board and jump in myself.
And jump on yourself, yeah. And so the 4 of you guys just dive into the car. There's one creature still following you, and a couple of Turks who are going to be firing. Harvey, it's time for you, my friend, to roll me another drive to get you guys out of here.
You've got the simulacrums in the car, so that helps.
He drives like a boss.
Getting out of there.
All right, that means that only 2 shots are coming your guys' way. As Harvey manages to turn a corner, so there's still hope. I'm gonna roll a d4 to see which one they hit, seeing it's pretty random.
I jump over top of Evelyn.
Okay.
I've already tongued her. I might as well just.
I've already tongued her. I might as well.
Francie's in the passenger. Francie's like, what? She's a married woman.
Shut up, Nancy.
Alright, so there's 3 of you. Okay, so that'll be Pat, and the second one will hit Harvey. Alright, so Harv is an 81. No, that's going to be a miss, and Mr. Pat is going to be a miss as well. So the final 2 shots just go wide. Wow, you guys got pretty lucky on that fight right there. And
that was the luckiest we could ever been. That'll never happen again.
No.
I was sitting here like I knew someone was gonna die, man.
Yep.
Hopefully we're.
I planned on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, that was amazing.
So you
I
guys
probably
managed
accepted death at that moment.
to drive away.
Monster nightmares now, thank you, Will.
Yeah, you guys drive away from the scene of the crime with plenty of bullets
car.
in that cop car and a couple of bullets in you guys as well. So my
To
friends.
get away, I first aid Evelyn.
Yeah.
All right.
Can Evelyn have a nap?
Here, you can have some morphine.
I have some in my purse things.
Oh, wait,
I
you got
missed it.
it'd be 75 with the simulacrums.
Yeah, I missed it.
Can I first aid myself?
Yeah, I think you can first aid yourself.
Hey.
Hey, actually a success. So I think you
Look
gain
at that.
back
Get that
a
tongue away from me, Band-Aid.
you gain back a
You can gain
wound. Is that
Yeah, you
right?
gain back 1, and then you can medicine yourself too for another
Yeah.
1 if you have it.
Yay.
There you go. Yeah, awesome.
Hey.
Look at that.
Okay, so you guys are driving away. Harvey, where are you driving to? Because like your adrenaline is pumping right now. You know, it's not like, oh, we're fine now. We're daintily driving away. You're like, where the fuck are we going?
Somewhere quiet. Like, I'm just gonna keep driving until I see like a quiet street, and then I'm just gonna pull up, and out of sight because we're in a stolen police car.
We are.
So, I pull up out of sight. And I just turn off the engine. I just. And just look at them.
This is
Just
what we're doing.
look at them.
I look at my watch. What time is it? Are we going to be late for our tour?
Yeah, it's 11 p.m.
There's always tomorrow.
Yeah. Whew. Wait.
Pat will lean forward and he claps a hand on Harvey's shoulder, and with about as much sincerity as Patterson can muster, he says to Harvey, "Good job, Ascot."
Harvey's just gonna get out the car and walk to the side and just on the bot and just take 5. He's just like,
Okay.
Evelyn's gonna be in a ball in the back seat.
Yeah, presumably the tongue is let go after a while, so that Evelyn can
Yeah.
relax. I popped it back in. I whipped it
Tuck
out.
this back in here.
Yeah, we just
Excuse me while I whip this out.
dressing to the left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nancy is gonna say a few Hail Marys, and like thank you so much, for whiskey, and that whiskey bottle that saved my life, and the flesh monster's not killing us, and please don't let them find this, acquired police car for temporary escape methods, and just basically a good old fashioned Nancy prayer, and then she's gonna get out and just kind of give Harv a hug.
So I've got some good news for you guys, and I've also got some bad news. Which would you like
no.
first?
The bad
news.
The bad news is
Unless it's really bad, in which case we'll take the pick me up before the let.
the bad news is
I'm
that
gonna be
Twitch chat enjoy watching you suffer. The good news is that there's a viewer decision, and it might not happen.
oh,
Okay.
Terrible things might not happen,
cool.
Okay.
depending on the
Did
question
we
I
ever
ask.
get those magical weapons or magical items? By the way, from 3 sessions ago.
I
By the way, good things, good magical items.
I believe in the
Mhm.
good and sweetness of Twitch chat.
You're a fucking liar.
Fucking liar.
Sometimes they genuinely are good. and
I think
sweet.
you're confusing your own stream with this stream.
But
I've seen a good instance.
I shall, for once, ask a merciful question. In what way, what something useful the party are going to come across? Now, of course, something useful could be something twisted as well, but what is something useful that the party will come across that they'll be able to put to good use? What is something useful that the party find? Alright, so,
Is there a new location we can gain sanity back?
a new
Can
location.
I go to a church? Can
Yeah.
It needs to be
I go
somewhere
sit
like-
in a fields with flowers
You
and
could-
meditate?
You could definitely go to a church, yes.
How about the field of flowers?
How about the field?
There are no flowers.
Damn it.
It's
They're fields.
When Nancy comes to hug Harvey, he kind of doesn't. He lets her hug, but he doesn't hug back. He basically just stands up and moves her to one side and comes over to Evelyn and goes, Evelyn, how are you doing?
So like I said, she's in a ball. She's just in tears. She's just freaking out.
Hmm.
So she wouldn't really be able to respond. She's kind of shaking her head. She's just freaking out.
Okay.
So much is going on.
And he's gonna open the door and keep his distance, but he's gonna try and help calm her down. Be very careful, obviously he wants to kind of pat her and then give her a hug. Very cautious.
You're a pat on the back.
He's gonna do it very slow so Evelyn to allow Evelyn to actually accept it.
She's
He's
not
gonna-
gonna push you away, but she's not gonna hug you back. She's
that's fine.
kind of in her fetal position, not
That's fine.
wanting anything. Maybe
So
some whiskey if Nancy's offering.
he'll do
Yeah,
that.
Nancy.
Whiskey,
She-
no.
She has a flask left. The bottle's gone.
By the way, if there was ever any chance in the future of Nancy stopping to not drinking anymore, she's always going to remember there was that one night where it saved me.
Yeah.
It's like divine.
Right. She will never not be an alcoholic.
Yep. Thank you, Lord, for whiskey. It saves lives.
Yeah.
How is that useful? A Tommy gun has a tendency to jam.
It could be useful. It could be useful.
To you?
Somewhat.
Pat's
Hey,
going to reload his guns while you guys talk.
it was never said to whom it would be useful.
That's true.
True. Evelyn's gonna eventually sit up,
Hmm.
and she's still kind of shaking, she is actually gonna, where her ring was, she's gonna kind of play with her finger right there and just kind of like whisper prayers to herself because she's just like fucking done this shit.
Yeah, I mean, certainly, if Evelyn finds like comfort in prayer, visiting a church could be something that could cure some of her sanity.
Yeah, I think Harvey after that is just gonna let her, and get into the car and basically just drive to the nearest church.
Aye.
Okay.
We should park a little bit away from the church and then.
In the police car, yeah, probably.
Okay. So, yeah, you drive to a church, and it's pretty damn late, but the door's still open to this one, and you can see that there's like a couple of lights inside, and there's
Is it
a
a
priest.
Catholic church?
24/7, wasn't it? At one point.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Catholic church.
Alright, good.
Big Catholic population area.
It's got to be Catholic, not Protestant.
No.
Of course.
Oh dear.
I need to double check my religion.
Let me check my religion.
Nancy's definitely a Catholic.
I'm actually Buddhist.
She's actually a Mormon.
Yeah.
So.
Shit.
Well, no, I wrote down that she's Methodist, and I never did research to see when.
I guess that could make sense if she's from the South, right? They've got this thing
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
Well, a church is a church.
a church is a fucking church,
Holy
isn't it?
ground.
not necessarily, especially not in the South. So that's
Oh,
not
fine.
true.
How much of a big deal is it that she finds a Methodist church?
Oh, it's not a big deal. She can go to any
Okay.
church, but just saying, like in the South, like
All right, well, just add a few guns and a load of stuff, and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Just add a gun. Now it's Methodist.
Now it's
Well, we got those.
just like home.
Just takes me back. Good lord. Okay, yeah. So yeah, there's a priest inside. I was not expecting visitors so late. How might I assist you all?
We're
Oh.
here to do silent prayer.
Boss, of course. If you need anything else, then just talk to me.
Please,
any
Lord, for the
Scottish-
love of God, do confession, because it would melt his brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a confession box.
Yeah. Nancy's just gonna ask for some communion because it's been a few weeks.
She needs some
she's-
wine.
She's only had Scottish
she needs
communion,
some wine.
which is like the only, the liquid part of that, and it's mostly only whiskey. So,
Yeah, so the priest will say, looks like you've been through a rough spot. And he shuffles round, he like bids you to come with him to the, I don't know, the back area of the church, I suppose. He says, looks like you've all been through a bit of a rough spot. Don't tell the big man, but occasionally I'll have a little tipple. And he like opens up this like gigantic whiskey cabinet which he has.
he must be like related to some Scots somewhere.
Most likely, yeah.
I thank
Every
the
few
Lord
years
again
ago.
for his divine providence.
Yeah. And
Just more confirming
Yep.
he's,
devotion to whiskey.
he's
I
got
have been confirmed.
he's got cigars as well. And he says,
You're a good man.
feel free. Anyone can have a drink.
Evelyn takes some.
All right. So, you guys can roll me 2d6. So you chill out with Papa, whatever his name is, Papa Christian.
Part of that crusade. Was it when they Crusaders or Christian? Or
Yeah, there's definitely a Christian order. You guys have a symbol to show yourselves to them.
Yeah. 4.
All right, you heal how much sanity?
Son of a bitch.
You can actually thank Forbrand for this, for his donation.
Oh, thank you,
done.
Thorburn. Hearts.
Yeah, he says, is anything on your mind? Anything troubling you, my children?
Huh.
Evelyn is gonna take the whiskey and actually go back and sit in a pew by herself.
Mhm.
Before
Okay.
you to like talk to anybody.
I promise you, nothing you can say in confession will be judged.
Sounds like a Catholic church.
Yep.
Mhm.
Do whatever you want.
Whiskey and judgment.
Yeah.
But I guess he's saying that mostly towards Nancy then if Evelyn's gone off.
Yeah, probably, because Nancy's just like, you're a good man, Pastor. She lights up a cigar and gets, you know, big old bottle or tumbler of whiskey, and she's just like,
She takes
you know,
Evelyn did the same. Evelyn is not playing around right now.
she's just like, you
Oh,
know,
God.
there's been so much just going on in my life recently. I just rather talk about mundane things. You know, how's the weather been? You know,
Oh,
do you have
changing.
any, like,
Changing a
cuts
lot.
or tips or
how
any-
much time does it Phoenix change again?
It's like every.
Every hour.
Like every hour for like a week.
Yeah. So yeah, asking about the weather, he will say that it's for changing a lot at the moment. But I can tell
Well-
that there's more on your mind.
By the way, can I ask?
I like the new card. Is that for Pat and Nancy?
Is
I made it for
burning
Pat a while back.
in unhallowed ground?
So that again, does it?
Nancy's
Is
just
Pat
like,
burning at the moment, being unhallowed
Pat-
ground?
I am a crusader. I am a servant of God.
it's true.
It's true that Pat definitely feels uncomfortable in this place of worship.
Ooh.
What? Get out of town. No, I
Get out.
don't.
Down.
I felt great. Yeah.
I am exemplary.
He's just
starts,
going to
like,
get a
itching.
restock of blood. Priest blood. You know,
Yeah.
this is just like a convenience store for him.
I thought about it, but I don't need it because we got all these other stuff, the blood packets in front of the bullets, which are nifty.
Yeah. The the priest will say to Nancy, yeah, few walk these halls so late and require such strong tendons. And he, nods at the alcohol.
I wanna like psychological check here to see this guy's angle. I'm like, oh, and then I'm like, oh,
Okay. Yeah.
psychology. That is. I have 2 pieces of the simulacrum. That's a success.
Yeah. So it seems as though I don't know. He seems a little bit more insightful than your average priest.
We still have the symbol, Crusader symbol.
You do,
on
yeah.
us. Who has it?
I am wearing it.
Oh, there you
Oh.
go then.
Are you wearing it visibly?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Weren't you told not to?
Yeah.
You don't know what I was told.
Just like
I made a deal.
we're just doing some of the Lord's good work, and it tends to get a wee bit dangerous from time to time.
Of course, yes, the Lord's work can be a difficult task for a warrior.
Aye.
I pull out the Victorian cross.
He nods sagely and shows you his own. I know who you are.
Tell him, Father, in the old ways, was there a way to heal somebody's mind in the same way that Christ healed the body and continues to heal the soul?
Through worship we find sanctuary, although the mind is not so easily fixed as a broken bone. It requires time, rest, recovery.
Is there anything quicker?
Drugs can addle the mind, alcohol can do the
Vanity.
same.
Anything on our side of the tracks?
I'm afraid you can find sanctuary in worship, but there is no cure for that which eats away at the brain.
Great.
A gnawing, biting maggot, it cannot be easily removed.
Nancy gags a little about the thought of like biting and maggot in the same sentence, just
Mhm.
having flashbacks. She's just like,
I can see it is affecting your company. I wish I could do more to help.
Yep.
well, you've.
I'm not going to say anything more.
How
well,
about we
this
make a deal?
definitely helps, and I kind of just hold up the cigar and the whiskey. Just- And just the quiet. It's nice here. Nice place. I love the stained glass over there. It's really
What is your next move?
That was creepy. That was really creepy, Will.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, obviously, end goal, save the world. Immediately, we're going to be tourists for a little bit, I think.
The caverns at Postumia, yes. This place will serve as a sanctuary for you, for they cannot enter it. As I can tell that those who have been touched by the darkness find it difficult to be here even now. And he looks at Pat.
Me and Pat should
He
be on
looks at
fire
Pat.
right now.
Harvey's got eyes and a tongue, I guess.
Yeah, we should all be on fire.
Except for me.
Not for long.
Not for long, I know. I just gotta drink all the whiskey. That's what it is. It's,
Find yourselves in
Also touching your
danger.
beard.
You can come here. No. My beard must be stroked at all times. I fear the tenebrous darkness and what might happen if I do not.
It's a nice beard. Just keep stroking, Very, very sanctified.
Creepy. That was creepy too. Please keep stroking your beard is less creepy than stop stroking. Yeah, he says, but if you find yourselves in danger, then you can come here and find refuge.
I think perhaps we should spend. We're too late and too injured to go.
To go to the caverns tonight. Could
To
we
the things.
stay here tonight?
We can stay here and have a day of contemplation and worship.
Of
I can
course.
go out, get some supplies and stuff like that.
Yes. Reconnect with true divinity.
I
Cast out the pretender. You may stay here. There are rooms for you.
Thank you. I think we'll do that.
Yes, rest is necessary before the next stage of your journey, for more darkness awaits you.
Oh, great.
You should know that the cost of true divinity is that which Jesus Christ himself paid to hold back the tides of darkness. You, as crusaders, may find yourselves paying a similar toll.
I'm not a crusader.
I'm afraid you are. You do the Lord's work. Kill, fight.
Sign any papers.
You've been recruited. Just
There
accept
is
it.
no paperwork involved.
I, Harvey. It's in your soul.
Pat goes up, grabs a cigar, clips the end, and walks outside. And as soon as I'm outside, I step off of the holy ground.
Oh, that's better.
And
It is relief.
I start reading the scrolls.
All right.
The new ones.
Yeah, and you got laudanum.
I do.
Yep. We got a lot of laudanum. How much laudanum do we have?
We did
Um,
raid it, perhaps.
Yeah, you got
Raided
the.
the whole
Let's
pharmacy.
say that you have 20 uses of laudanum.
Okay.
Plus Pat's one, right?
Yeah.
Sure. So this one can be down to 20 for the group.
Okay.
Um,
Imagine like half of it's in Nancy's purse, half of it's in Evelyn's purse.
yeah.
Pretty much. And she's probably
Yeah.
about to take some.
Evelyn needs like an IV drip. Can she just
Yeah.
have like a bag that she pulls around?
And how much morphine do we have?
You got 10 hits of morphine.
Okay.
Well, I took one.
I think Evelyn took one, so yeah,
So 9.
to stem the pain.
Can I?
Go ahead.
Can I bring the priest over to one side so it's like?
Yeah.
Father, you wouldn't happen to have some sort of protective charm for one of my colleagues? We fear for her mind. She has been through a lot, and I don't know if she will make it throughout.
You hear Evelyn roll drunk shouting.
I think you can guess which one.
Indeed. If you were to give me some time alone, with her and the holy book,
She's a married woman.
then I could see to purging some of the demons from her mind.
What would that entail?
Well, such things are not often practiced by those in my order, but some of us remember the old ways. It would require 48 hours. She would be locked away with me and God.
Jesus Christ.
That doesn't sound creepy at all, does it?
Sounds fucking
He'd
terrifying.
be there
doesn't it?
too.
That sounds fucked up.
48 hours locked in a room with some
And
creature we
the
don't
worst
know.
thing is that Nancy'd be totally okay with it. Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, he's a
It's
priest.
religion. It's cool.
Exactly how much
He won't
nope can
kill
you? Exactly how much nope can you fit into one sentence of this guy?
When you come back to find
He's
there's no skin and he's just
It's-
wearing her skin.
it's
like,
just-
I'm invincible.
You look great.
It's just going to be me and my beard stroking. No, yeah, he
48 hours.
for 48 hours beard stroke. Yes, he says, you see, there are many who do not know that they need curing, who fear God. Sometimes we must make decisions for others that we know are right.
Asylum.
Evelyn doesn't fear God. Evelyn fears her husband and clocks. Okay.
If you think that she is truly ill, and you do well to give her to God, for but a few days' time you can rest in the meantime. My work is spiritual and holy and important. If you think that she needs this help, then I will see to it that she gets it and she returns to you in a better state of mind. But I can tell that she will not be the one to make that decision. I have to for her.
Will she be the same person when she comes back?
God will restore what he can. I can make no promises.
Well, I'm not going to force her to do it. I can suggest it. But I'm not going to force her to do it.
Perhaps you should consult with your friends before you bring it to her.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Go over to Nancy. And basically, obviously without it out of Evelyn's earshot.
Yeah, you know, because she's
Uh-huh.
outside yelling drunk things anyway.
No. Okay. So she is like in a pew and she's she's drunk at this point and she's actually like kind of yelling at God, like blaming him for the husband that she has, the stress that she's gone through, all that nonsense, all the stuff that's been going on the train. She's just kind of just yelling at God about all those things. So that's what she's yelling about.
Great.
Nancy's just like, you know, quietly singing at him about whiskey.
So us going to her saying, you know what, you should give yourself over to God. That's going to go down well, isn't it?
Well,
That's going to go down amazing. So had a word with the father, and
His name is Father Josiah as well.
awesome.
Father Josiah.
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 Father Josiah is my name. Beard stroking is my game.
And he said he could potentially help Evelyn's state of mind for.
Really?
But
Well, that's
however,
great.
well, it requires her to be in a locked room with him for 48 hours of constant. She has to basically give herself over to God.
As one should.
Can you actually see Evelyn doing that though?
Well,
With her own free will.
all her own free will. I mean, at this moment,
She's going.
No.
you know, I don't think she'd be incredibly inclined to do so, but, you know, it seems that she's lost a few of her marbles.
Oh, she. I mean.
Yeah, to look at Evelyn, like, you're looking at a crazy person. Like,
Yeah.
Well, you know, sometimes,
It's a matter of time.
yeah.
she has
don't mention
one
that.
tenth of her sanity left. If you think about that, if you think like we're all basically
I have a whole
under the
16 right
Yeah.
now. I started
Oh.
with like 60 something. So.
So she is on the verge of just dying, basically.
I Sometimes people don't always want what's best for them.
I mean, it's just to do something like this against her will. It's just, it goes against everything that I believe in, everything that it's. But I know it will be better for her. It's just.
I think the real question here is, she is so far down the rabbit hole, shall we say, that would it be better to just kind of let her float around where she is now, or do we, set her on the right path again?
Well, if she, as you said, is plot around right now, she's probably
I could come back worse.
I could come from a holy
comes back as a nun.
That'd be fine.
Honestly, I fear for her safety. I fear for her, not only her mental well-being, but I fear what will happen when the final thread of sanity snaps. I think this might be
I think we've seen what happens to some
her.
people when that final thread snaps. They usually blow the brains out.
Exactly.
It's not great.
So, I mean, so you're for it?
Hetsy's gonna think long, hard. She's gonna take a big swig of whiskey and be like, I think Hetsy's so religious. She'd be like, only the Lord can save her mind now and her soul.
Nice. Okay, I'm just going to.
How long did you say it would take again?
48 hours.
Oh, we could rest for a few days, but the train would definitely be fixed by then.
Exactly. And the caverns aren't going anywhere, so we've got
Can you fix more than one person at a time?
I'm sure he can. I'm sure he can have two at once.
Just the whole party.
Oh yes.
All four of us.
Oh
He's
yes.
gonna have 4-on-1.
I can do more than one.
It will be vigorous beard stroking.
Two-handed.
You want to go talk
I'm
to
going-
Pat?
Yes, I'm gonna go and see what Pat thinks. Now, if I go outside and Pat's doing some weird ass shit.
He's doing weird shit. He's reading
straight
scrolls
back.
again. Yeah.
He's weird. I'm gonna go, Pat.
He's reading the new scrolls, isn't
Oh,
he?
if he's reading scrolls, that's okay, as long as he's not cutting himself or doing some really weird sacrificial stuff.
Just smoking a cigar, reading the papers, man.
That's all right then. That's all right. Pat, I need a word with you.
Well, sure, Harv. What do you need?
I'm sure it hasn't escaped your attention that Evelyn is. We're losing her.
Yeah, that's why I asked the priest if he had anything he could quicken her up with.
Mm-hmm. Well, he does have one thing that he said he can do. He said she has to give herself over to God. She has to, and he believes he can do that. He can persuade her to do that. All he requires is her and him to be locked away for 48 hours. I'm assuming for penance, prayer, enlightenment, whatever the hell he is.
We're sending her in there alone with this guy we just met.
Well, that's the kicker. Plus, in the sense, I'm not entirely sure Evelyn will be up for it. I'd rather not force her into something, but I don't believe she is going to survive if she doesn't.
Well, there's a way we can send her in there and she won't be alone.
You want to go with her?
Sort of.
What do you mean, sort of?
I pull out the watch.
No, Pat, no. Not
What
on
do you
holy
mean?
ground. Not here.
I bet you it works.
I'm sure it does, but I think that's an incredibly bad idea.
We all know that phase 2 just makes you invisible to the other people. I could be invisible, just like that dude snuck into the hotel room.
Why
I'll
do you
go-
need to be invisible? Why don't you just go in there?
He ain't gonna do it if I'm in there. If you don't know I'm in there, he'll do it. If he does anything weird, I'll make him stop.
I really no, Pat, don't use the watch. No, I really think that's a bad idea. Really think it's a bad.
I like how you're just like,
It is an option.
And that's not because Evelyn is terrified of watches. even though she is.
She ain't gonna know about the watch. She don't even have to know I'm in there. Hell, Harv.
Because that's not creepy.
No,
It was nice of me to tell you, wasn't it?
it was nice, and
He has a point.
I am going to be severely disappointed if I do not find you within 48 hours and you've just magically disappeared. I think it's an incredibly bad idea. Incredibly bad idea. I mean,
All right, you duly noted. For Your Honor, let the record show that Harvey Hiddleston feels that I have yet another bad idea.
yes. Can I have the watch?
No, you may not.
Well, I thought I'd give it a go.
It was a good try.
Well, all right. All right, well, okay, before you do anything, Pat, just think of your previous ideas and the consequences they have had. Okay? Now just
I
stop and-
remember a couple ideas like putting a gun in your hand and pouring dreamless sand in your face and then getting eyes and shit back for you. I remember that one. I remember a couple other. Listen, it's a crapshoot. I know. Sometimes I go, Venice burned one time. That was definitely 10% my fault. But with this one, we're talking, this ain't Venice. Fuck Venice. I didn't like the place anyway. It was off. Smelled weird. Evelyn, she's one of us.
Yes.
And you're saying we've had so many strangers act weird against us.
Yes.
I ain't sending her with some stranger. I don't care if he's a priest or not. Guy's off anyway. See him stroking that beard?
He's
Yeah.
just really proud of his beard.
Yeah, he's proud of something. I just say you present the option to Evelyn. If she wants to go in, but she doesn't want to be alone, well, old Pat's got an option. And if she says, no, Pat, you can't do that, Pat, then that option is off the table as far as you all know.
But my point is, though, I think that Evelyn won't go for it full stop.
Right, but maybe if she doesn't want to be alone with him, but she would contemplate doing it, this is for her own good. It's a potential way to heal her mind.
Yes,
If it does work, then we're doing her a disservice to not try it. But
yes.
if we go in there and this guy decides to stroke something other than his beard, well, I'll make him stop.
Okay. 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 And Harvey's just gonna walk.
There's a
in.
certain logic to it, right, Harv? I mean,
I know. Out of character, it makes perfect sense. In character, he thinks it's a diabolically bad idea because nothing good has ever happened by clicking that watch. So, yeah. But out of character, 100% logical, in my opinion. In the whole grand scheme of things. Okay, so Harvey's gonna head back.
I'll head back in too.
Yeah, Nancy, while he was talking with Pat, she would have gone and sat next to Evelyn and just been like, "Here, have some whiskey. Would you like a cigar?" And just like,
Do you want to give her more whiskey?
Have
Okay,
we got,
maybe
like, a
She
giant
doesn't
whiskey
drink, and she took a whole
Alright.
bottle.
You could like
well, then maybe
pass
she'll
out
just
soon.
offer a
probably.
cigar. She'll be like, "Here, have a cigar. We'll just, we'll be fine." And she's kind of like rubbing her back.
So, what do you say?
I was gonna say that while they were having that conversation, if she's sitting at this moment with Nancy kind of patting her, she'd have been falling asleep. She
Yeah.
probably would have passed out.
Yeah, she
She
probably
does
would have
not
like had like
drink.
Evelyn on her shoulder and is just like rubbing her shoulder, like, "It's fine. I mean, we're here. Everything's great. He has whiskey and cigars. Cigars are excellent. They're good cigars. Like, it's just
Are
So-
you smoking in the church?
So she's fast asleep.
She's asleep.
Like I said, she does not drink.
Yeah,
and
the
she
Father
drank
Josiah.
eight.
Father Josiah will come to you and say, what will it be?"
Evelyn's on the party side unless you want to wake her.
Does he come over and is Nancy within earshot of that?
Yeah.
Can more than one person go in with her?
I'm afraid it is a solitary process.
Ah, I see. Can't kill two birds with one stone then. Alright.
Who else were you thinking of going in?
Nancy would have gone with her.
The
Oh, yeah,
population
yeah.
of Venice.
Nancy is very religious. She'd be like, great. She would have helped.
Could Nancy not assist you? She is a devout Catholic.
I'm afraid it requires one of my order.
Well, we are one of your order, are we not? Did you not say we were all crusaders?
Not anointed.
Can you anoint me?
Perhaps.
Can Nancy become a priest?
You're missing something
Not in the
very
Catholic
special.
Church, no. Not in the Catholic Church, no.
No, not the Catholic Church. That's just me being hopeful. Be like,
You're
that'd be so
missing
badass.
something.
Okay, Harvey's gonna look at the father and go, do it.
Excellent.
Yeah. Pat looks over at Harv and says, "We got plenty of time."
And he says, "Not as much as you might think." That is where we're going to be wrapping up tonight's episode of Call of Cthulhu.
We're putting you into a holy asylum.
Trying to get your sanity up.
I'm gonna come back
Survive
broken, I swear.
Oh,
Well, you know,
man.
you're already borderline, so it's
You're gone. This is like a last-ditch effort to try and keep you alive.
This is it.
He goes do shit to you.
You wouldn't have survived down in the caverns, not with
No.
a 16 sanity.
I know.
Call of Beard Fulu.
Cthulhu.
Every one of my beard hairs is another tentacle. Yes. But we're going to be wrapping up tonight's episode and heading into our next show, which is a hidden shrine of Tamawa-chan. So I'm looking forward to that. So stick around for some D&D 5e coming right up. But let's go around the cast and crew. Did we enjoy ourselves? Where can we find you guys online? And of course, if you guys there enjoyed the show, hit that follow button if you haven't, and let us know if you enjoyed it. Let's go to Haley first of all. I mean, because Evelyn. It's all about Evelyn today.
I'm gonna cry. Just so much. It started like having us come back from that last cliffhanger to this episode definitely went in a really good direction. Because I was like, abort, this is a bad idea. And then the way that you end things makes it 50-50, could go either way. And the gunfight, that was exciting. I was kind of expecting me to die there. I really was.
Yeah.
So.
Me too, honestly. I gave it my best.
You gave it your best to kill me again. It was a great episode. My friends put me in an asylum-ish situation. So, thank you, Pat. I appreciate it.
Fantastic.
He's got my back, at least with something else that I fear. So, yay.
Yay.
I am The Great Haley. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch as The Great Haley. I play Wednesdays, Thursdays, I stream Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. So shortly after this, I'll be streaming, but you can always stop by after Will's stream if you want, you know? Just put a pop on in. Okay, plug's over. You can go somebody else. I need to finish, like, reacting to this horror that happened to the stream.
Oh, yes, I will pop on in. Fantastic. Lindy. I had to give myself one.
I appreciate it. I was thinking it. Yeah, I'm amazed that we are all still alive, let alone with shit tons of drugs, whiskey, and guns.
Yeah.
Like,
You guys made out then.
well, I thought I was gone when there was a flesh monster in the car and went on the car, and the Turks. I was like, bye, Nancy's just gonna like kamikaze into these Turks. But then Harv got the police car, and I was like, there's a hope. And yeah, super exciting. Loved the session. A lot of good moral quandaries and decisions today. Yet another break-in, and you know, fun times. Yeah. But you can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at LaughLoveLindy. I stream Dungeons and Dragons, video games, and cosplay work just throughout the week.
Awesome. And Greg.
Yeah, another fantastic episode. I love playing Pat. The odd couple of Pat and Harv is quickly becoming one of my favorite dynamics in like the history of my experiences of role playing, because I think it works really well when the chips are down and when they have a second to think about it. These guys are really oil and water. They have different approaches, and it's so natural. It's so much fun playing with you, man, because it just works so well back and forth. I really enjoy it. Once again, Nancy is such a great character in that she always does things, and then once she gets in somewhere, she wants to not be there anymore. I like the house. I love it. Every time she gets there and she has to do something else, it's like, how can I get everybody else back involved? Just the best. And then Evelyn being like the two-gun kid tonight. This game, it's where it's at. I will be here unless I'm 6 feet under. I love this place. Grimjack21502 on Twitch and Twitter. I'm going to start streaming again. I actually got the stuff to hook it all up, so we can do dumb stuff like that.
Fantastic, and redundant.
I felt really icky doing that, like really icky, like horrid. But realistically, probably Harvey thinks that's the best possible thing for Evelyn. It's gross, it's horrid, and I wish I didn't have to do it, but
Is it as gross as the tongue that I got stuck in earlier?
no, Evelyn's had a really rough time. She's got tongues, she's going into some sort of Catholic asylum. You know how things go there. Oh god. So but yeah, overall it's been really good. Again, Harvey is still in the mind that they should stay within the law to a certain extent, so that's why he didn't break into the doctors, because he thought, well, why are we doing this? He hasn't taken any of the drugs, he hasn't done anything. But keep in mind, he still has a sanity of like, I think he's like at 68. So he's still pretty level-headed at the moment.
Yeah.
He hasn't gone yet, even though he had his eyes and tongue replaced. He's still pretty level-headed.
This is true.
And I think in his mind, because he come back from such a bad experience, that's kind of like solidified his belief that they can come out of this okay.
Yeah.
He's gone through that and come out okay. So that's just solidified the fact that and that's why he pushed more towards Evelyn to do this so she can come out okay. He's still firmly believing that can happen. And it's going to be a really, really bad time when he realizes it isn't, and we're all screwed.
Indeed.
Yeah. I'm Redundant UK on Twitch and Twitter. Also, you can check me out on in the Encounter Roleplay chat where I mod and chill out and all that jazz.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys.